Surprise, motherfuckers! Welcome to the Man United Agenda Xmas version of a special, but it is a preview, and we will be talking about total nonsense more than likely. But who should we welcome first? You know what? Kohunde, long time no see. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, good, bro. Good. Merry Christmas.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Spreading the joy. Spreading the joy. Bath time. I know you've been doing probably what I've been doing today, mate. How are you?
I'm very good, Mr. B. I've had a 1v7 against my family in an argument, which I won. It's not a serious argument, Kinde. Don't worry. I must say, Kinde, like, you look very good at the moment. Have you lost a bit of weight? You look like I would not like to go up against you as a centre back.
Yeah, I've been gymming it a bit, you know.
I would. You'll just foul me.
You do gym
and get sent off.
I'm not the quickest. I'm not the quickest, but you know, I've been winning my headers. I'm quite physical and all that. So yeah, try to read the game. Good at playing out from the back.
That's not what your brother.
Did not like playing out.
That's not what your brother says.
Where is your brother tonight? Like he said, he's making out.
He doesn't invite me on. You know, our communication's been a bit dead recently. So yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, keep it light, please.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I agree that Christmas is the time to argue with your family, but not in public. Like, I've just had a massive fight, Mr. B. I have given the argument that Britain is rubbish because we don't have a national dance, except for Morris dancing.
Well, like the Irish have a national dance.
Well, like, look, the thing is, right, is I found out when I was 16 that it turned out I was actually Spanish. Long story, mother. But my family are Catholic and Irish Catholic. I think yours are as well, so you can work it out from there.
Yeah, but it's just a coincidence that later in life you've learned Spanish fluently. Then,
yeah, I suppose so.
Wow.
But like, the point that I'm making, right, is that in places like Spain, every other country has a national dance, so you're able to dance with like girls, for example, at a young age. Like, no, Mr. B, have I told the story about when I went to Spain? There was that girl.
No, this just sounds like some perv story.
No. I went to Spain when I was like 17 to meet my new family and couldn't speak Spanish. And this really fit girl asked me to dance and I couldn't bloody dance. Now I can dance because don't make the same mistake twice.
So what you dance, as in you can dance to anything, or you know
anything, tango, salsa, crump, like whatever you want. Yeah.
What is, guys? So don't tell me what it is, guys in the chat. Have you ever heard of a dance called the crump? Leave it, bath time. I just want to see. While you're there, let me just say a couple of hellos. Stephanie, welcome to this late one. I hope you're doing well. She's big and she's wishing us a Merry Christmas. Matthew Bassett, as always, is bigging us up. V, I hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Let's have a look. Yeah, guys, look, the link is there. I know you're not going to jump on anyway, but it's there for you anyway. Look, V is actually asking if Bart is coming in the show tonight. Bart, dear, I'll just put the message up. As you're here every day, I'm going to put the message up. And this is the reply I would have said to you. Well done, Andrew, for getting that in. Oh, look, I've just found some mistletoe. Any takers? Anybody? So, you know, Stephanie's Stephanie's going to be round here in 4 minutes. Kieran, welcome, man. That's because British people can't dance. But you're not British, bath time.
I am British.
Oh, sorry, bath time. This debate.
You've got a lot of Latin in you, man. You've got some.
This debate, is it like a light-hearted family debate, or did it?
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think the bath time family gets fucking PowerPoint presentations out and debates about the cultural importance of dancing?
Yeah, this is what Christmas is about. You know, having these debates,
and
discussions, and being merry.
that's what Christmas is all about. To be fair,
Exactly. Yeah.
to be fair, and I'm hoping that United don't get Vids. I hope you're doing well, man. Big G. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's presents have been bought and everybody's wrapping has been done. The
Who's
missus
Anton
done mine
Dubek?
Who?
Who's Anton Dubek?
Time thinks he's and who the fuck is Anton? Oh, he does the what's his name? Come Dancing.
Well, if you're offering.
Hold on, Anton Quebec. Hold on.
No, Dubek, not Quebec.
Dubek. He is ballroom dancer and author. Oh, I can't see.
Is he proper
like
camp?
He looks. He's got a camp smile, maybe.
Big G,
I don't know who he is.
Look, Big G, we accept all. This parish is open to everyone, but your obsession with like people being gay it's. I mean, good for you.
Anton Quebec's not gay.
Isn't he?
No, he didn't say he was gay. He just said.
I just asked if he was.
Assuming he is.
Oh, you just said.
Sorry,
does he look camp?
That's a microaggression, I think.
Yeah, you just said, does he look camp?
I like to do proper aggressions. So my apologies to Anton.
Yeah, it doesn't say he's married. I haven't looked, but it doesn't make no difference. I know you don't look like him though, bath time, because he's got hair.
Look, where did this thing start about me being bald?
Well, listen, we can have whatever picture we have in our head of you because we don't see your face.
No, you're not. That is my intellectual property.
I actually feel you're maybe, you're bald. I know you're bald. I know you're bald already.
I have short hair, but I'm not bald. Kehinde, don't take offense. Mr. B just wants us to like assimilate to his standards, like a homeless Santa. But I am not bald. I just, for various reasons, have to have short hair. Yes.
What does it make you? Does it make you look like a hard man on the pitch? Is that it? Like that sort of skinhead look?
Let's pretend that's why. Why. But once I did actually do that, simply to like look a bit harder.
Yeah.
Asus, yeah, we will talk about that at some stage, Asus, as well. Well, there's another twist to that story that we'll get into. Let me start that one so that I don't forget. Let's have a look. Tyrone, I hope you're doing well, man. There you go. Anton Quebec was a dancer on Strictly Come Dancing. Andrew, is anyone fed up with this bullshit UFO? Yeah, I suppose we needed Yabba on.
Yeah, I asked Yabba about that the other day. Do you remember?
Well, I tell you, I saw a couple of things come up. I have not got time for this nonsense. But Andrew, let me hear what your conspiracy theory is. Zeke, I don't see you said you haven't spoken to
I must have missed that. But what is this? I haven't heard this news about
something about UFOs, man.
No, it's drones, isn't it? So. Like
coming out of the sea.
Okay, I'm just.
Well, actually,
I did actually see a UFO maybe about 12 years ago.
No,
I'm 100% serious.
You're on the wrong show. Go on, let me hear.
No, I want to hear about this.
I came out the gym, 24-hour gym. I was a PT there.
Already, I don't believe it.
I must have come out about 2 a.m. Yeah, and as soon as I've come out, all right, I've looked up. There's 3 like orange lights in the sky, all in a triangle. So it's
one red, one yellow,
no,
like one amber,
all orange, bright orange in a triangle. 1, 2, 3, just all flying like same time, like simultaneously. And it's just all you could see was just like an orange light. It's just all 3, just like that. And I tried my phone was like dying, so I couldn't record it. I took a picture of it. I put it on Facebook, but you can't really see it properly. But it was a UFO, man. It was definitely
oh, sorry,
it wasn't a plane, it wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a Concorde. 3 orange lights. Just it was scary, man. But yeah.
And this is nighttime, right?
Yeah, this was about 2:30.
Strange how UFOs are always at night. You know, you got 24-hour gym.
Quality.
You know, it's strange how that always works out, isn't
It's
it?
just one of those ones that you had to be there. Like I just wish someone else was there to just witness it, you know? 'Cause
Okay.
no one was backing me up. When I posted the pictures on Facebook, everyone says, "Is that street light?" I was like, "No, this is in
That's my first thought.
Oh God, look, Kieran. Oh, were you with Gohunde at the gym?
One of our
Oh,
chat going to the gym, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Apart from we deserve better.
and there you go. Look, see, Big G is just asking if there was some, you know, LSD involved in your sighting.
Nah, I'm not on that or that.
I'll tell you. And Big, if somebody is actually saying, "Here we go, UFO smokes and mirrors," I have no idea. I think it's all absolute bullshit.
I think you actually do, Mr. B. I think you run NASA and you know it all.
I wish I ran NASA. I wouldn't be talking.
Mr. B.
He's fucking high enough.
Do you think that outside of Earth, there's any other living species outside of Earth?
I don't give a shit. I'm going to be honest.
That is the correct answer.
Unless they come shooting down and I see it for myself.
Yeah.
Like you saw your
Unless
spaceship.
they order from Amazon, you have to deliver.
Yeah. Unless it comes like you saw them, there's no chance. I don't believe in UFOs. I don't believe in un-UFOs, and I'm definitely no chance.
I've seen it for myself.
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, Kahinthe, the point Mr. B's making is a point that I like because it's about the practicality of it. Like, if there are little aliens messing about light years away from here, it doesn't really matter.
As long as they're not causing any harm and as long as they're not causing any harm to us, then
and then the football still happens. I mean, if they come down and they, you know,
it would be nice to be aware, like
how would it change? Like, if you're religious or something, then yeah, it might change your understanding of the world, but it doesn't really matter because there's probably a bloke in Brazil that can change your understanding of the world or something. Like, there's all sorts of things that are more important than like aliens.
It'd just be nice to know how a bit more knowledge.
Do you just want to know?
Yeah, I'm curious. It's like you'd be ignorant to just say, I'm not interested. It's why wouldn't you be?
Because how do they like? If aliens turn up, like publicly, it would be a big thing. But if they just exist or they don't exist, it doesn't really matter, does it? It doesn't affect your day to day. It's kind of like the defense budget.
Yeah.
You hear we're spending 3 billion on Trident, and you think, yeah, that's cool. But you don't think about like how we actually defend ourselves from attacks, but from Russia. But you're more worried about aliens.
I'm not worried about it. I'm just
sounds
curious.
like you're worried.
No, I'm curious. Well, I've had that experience already, so you know. Once you see a UFO, then we start talking about it.
I've seen a lot of stuff. None of it was real.
Yeah, and it definitely wasn't a bloody UFO. Bath time. I've just yeah, there we go. This is the one. Can you really crump? I've just seen what crump looks like on the bloody. Oh my God. I've just seen what crumping looks. Yeah, I did. We did that. I just had a look at the video. It's bath time. Can you crump? I mean, where would you go? You said you went to Spain. Was it Spain to do the dancing and you couldn't do? Where are you going to go to crump? Where is that going to be somewhere that you can go?
Look, Mr. B, you're 16 years old. You live in the Shire, right? Everyone's parents are cousins, okay? You look at Baywatch and it's like science fiction and stuff like that. There is like ambition within you to sort of do better. And that is the soul, the heart of crumping. Like it's something within you. Like, do you not like, I mean, I hate footballers dancing, but do you not enjoy a bit of a dance and want to get better at it and master it?
No.
I went to salsa a couple of times and I was just watching and I was like, this is amazing. You know,
Let's spot
I'd love
you.
to learn to do this, but I just didn't really have the balls to really actually attempt to do it with the dance with it, because I just wouldn't know what I was doing. But I would love to take like salsa lessons because it looks so good.
Just go and do it, because like you can meet a lot of middle-aged divorcees doing that. But
Well, there was like an 80-year-old guy who used to go there every week, and he was just like the man. Every girl was wanting to dance with him because he just knew how to lead. He made it look so easy, and I'm thinking, surely I could do this, but
of course you can.
Like, yeah, in my head, but like
no, not in your head. It's like saying I can't speak Chinese.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's a bloke in China who's going, oh, it's too hard for me? Like it's a sort of cultural thing. That's what I think this country misses. Is that like there's no kind of like easy sort of dance that everyone knows. So when you go to when you're 16 or 17, you sort of go to a club. Like what? Well, okay, maybe not 16 or 17 in a club. I'm not Mr. B. But like, what kind of dances did you do before you were like able to interact with like girls properly?
I'm trying to think.
My dancing.
Yeah.
I think
let's see, Mr. B.
Era would have been like the MC Hammery type of jumping up and downy type of.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, that would have been more. That would have been more my era. Not quite. What
was that other one from that track, Poison? What the Running Man?
Did you see the? Oh no, I can't imagine you do the running.
Hang on, before we get too into this, can you say thank you to Rashmano, Mr. B?
Yeah, let me do this now. Rashmano. Big up, my friend. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well. I hope Christmas hasn't started yet. And you're in a better state than me in bath time at the moment. But big up, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, and thank you again. Rashmano has gifted 5 membership, gents.
Yeah, Rashmano, you're an absolute legend. But as always, don't ever feel that you need to do this kind of stuff on this channel. Like, you'd be best off, to be honest, donating that money to charity, but never going to tell a grown man his own choice. But your generosity is really appreciated. And whenever you want to... Oh, my God, the man's got a stutter. He's done it again.
Thank you.
But like, Rashmano, instead of donating subs, just come on. The link's in chat. I'll put it in. Come and say hello to us, because you just turn up and treat us, to be honest, like a strip club where you just throw money at us and leave us. We want to get to know you. We want to be wined and dined. We don't want this treatment.
But
thank you so much.
We'll get Kahunde twerking, innit?
Is it Kahunde? Because I think that's... Yeah.
Oh, I've got it wrong.
Yeah, Kahunde is
Nigerian.
like Uruba.
It means second of twins.
Yeah, Oriope. I'm in my bucks. Yeah, guess who's learned a bit of Nigerian, boys, off my left back.
I don't. Was that swearing?
Well, Oriope is like you're mad in the head.
Well, no, I want to know swearing. See,
okay, then Oriope is you're fucked in the head.
Right, there you go. That's what I'm saying. You normally the first words you hear are the swear ones. Like, what's his name does? Vardy. When he learned.
Oh my God! Did you see that, Kahinde?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Vardy learns insults in the language, the native language of the centre back he's playing against, and then he insults them in their own language. Wow. So he knows like Polish, like Russian, Spanish, Croatian.
Wow. He's really playing a psychological game, just trying to get in their heads. Yeah,
I think it's brilliant.
Yeah,
I think it's brilliant. Honestly, I think that's such a great idea.
What's your Mr. B? You were you're a left winger, but probably right winger actually.
Left and right, either side didn't matter.
I thought he was amazing on the left wing. I played in the game with Mr. B. He was unreal.
I'd love to have seen it. I bet it was like Jamie Vardy when he scored. Instead of happiness, it was just
really
anger.
Surprised me, man. He surprised me and my bro. Just I imagine what he was like 25 years ago. Just
I like running.
Do you have you got any good like shit talk stories? Like there must be.
No, I don't. I don't get involved. Bath time. I'll be honest. I don't get involved. I broke somebody's leg at
Okay.
18. Some playing
Like,
Sunday
deliberately,
football.
like you were trying to hurt him. And
No.
got
You
too
know
far.
what? He got. We kind. You know, during the game, you get involved in argy bargy. He gave me a bit. I gave him a bit, and we both went in for a sliding tackle. So I would say it was a 50-50.
Yeah.
But I made sure that there was no way that I was getting hurt in the tackle. So my legs locked straight away early, and he went in with a bit folded, bang. And his leg, I saw, and I said, you know what, I'm not getting involved in none of. And since then, to be fair, and that's like what 40 odd years, 40, well, 35 years, I don't get involved. I would rather run past them and embarrass them that way and laugh afterwards rather than get involved in all of. I know what my head's like in it. It hasn't changed from 18, and I just the feeling that I had after that, I just it wasn't.
Yeah, it's guilt, isn't it? I've broken someone's leg, like and I mean the way I did it was, I mean obviously it's a bit ridiculous, but it was in 5-a-side, and this guy wasn't very good at football, and he just ran in straight lines at you to try and pinch the ball. And I put my foot on the top of the ball, like on the side, so that I know when he kicked it, he'd fall over. And he fell over badly, and it also kind of changed, like that people on the pitch weren't there for me to look like, they weren't there for my amusement, as it were. I remember having to go and visit him in hospital.
You didn't have to, but you felt guilty.
No, I went to the hospital. I went like the next day because he would have broken his leg on a Saturday, I think, and he was in there till Monday, like before they operated. And I went to see him like on the Tuesday to like apologise. He was all right about it and stuff. But I know what you mean. Like when you see a bad injury on the pitch, it changes you. But when you make a bad injury, it doesn't leave you.
I mean, I was still aggressive, but I wasn't so much into the. Yeah.
Kinde, you must have like ripped a couple of players apart.
Nah, not really, to be honest. I think when I'm on the pitch, people just tend to stay away from me. No, that is really what it is. Don't try to be intimidating or nothing, but they just don't. But the thing is, I've been on the receiving end of things. Like the last game I played for my brother's team, I was in goal, and someone did a back pass, and it was really muddy. I don't know why he did a back pass to me. So the ball was just rolling slowly, and then the striker came rushing up to it, and I thought I have to rush out and get it.
Yeah. And
me and the striker, I got to my foot to it first, but me and the striker kind of collided, and he elbowed me right in the eye.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh, I can see it now.
There's a shot. yeah, but yeah, that took a week or two to heal.
But do you not find, because you're like, how tall are you?
6'3".
Fucking hell.
Do you not find that people like kind of want to make an impression on you, like lay a marker down and stuff like that?
No, not at all.
Really?
No, not at all. Just they try and just play off me, then try and find space and then play other people in. So yeah.
Yo, Johnny, welcome to the madness, man. Sorry, keep going.
Johnny's my friend from what's your man's name? It's Sal. Like this guy does a stream at like 7 a.m. I think it's called Sal Warner. It's Johnny, remind me of the stream because it's
7
a good
a.m. UK.
Yeah.
So,
like, honestly, Kinde, Mr. B goes mental at me because I wait until 8 o'clock to message him about shows and things like that. And for me, a grown man should be up, awake, and conscious at 8 p.m. And I know Mr. 8
p.m.
I know Mr.
I'm up
B
at
is
5
pissing
o'clock.
about. Exactly. And that you're like, 8 a.m. is too early. Like, you're a grown-up. What are you talking about?
You know what it is? It's too early to concentrate on reading a text by the time I get into work.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm like going into
Wake
work.
up,
I'm like
even
worse going down the motorway. I do not have the effort. I do not have the brain cells.
Yeah,
They won't get that at
I
8
agree.
o'clock.
That's a completely the wrong time.
No, you're losers. Wake up and think
Yeah.
today is my day. Let's get it.
This is so you're someone that like will get up at 6 a.m. and jog. Like,
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not
run,
really-
thank you very much.
Yeah.
different.
But yes, I am.
Yeah, well, that's
Because
what I'm
that's
saying.
what you
That's why
need.
you're wide awake. But at those times, for me, on the way to work, it's just about just going to work.
It's just about what?
I just don't want to hear about any other stuff. Messages, I check them later, maybe on my lunch break, but like not like in the
Right.
morning.
The point is, it's not that I think Mr. B is sitting there like next to the phone. God, do you know what? I hope Bath Time sends me some stupid video that Dora's sent him. Right? He's not waiting for it. The point is that as an adult with a little bit of fire, you should be up, ready to go at 8 p.m. Seize any opportunity that is
8
there.
a.m. or 8 p.m.
AM. Ante Meridium.
Yeah. Lo siento. Yeah.
No, that's Latin. You've just spoken to me in
In
Spanish.
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, but that's all right. That's good.
Yeah, lo siento.
So if you are like up at this time, there's a guy called Sal Warner. Johnny will put the name of his channel in chat 'cause it escapes me. I believe it's Stretford Post. And you know, he's all right. I talked to him about ghost stories because I'm gonna be honest, apart from the people that come on the panel, I'm not that interested in other people's football opinions because Kahinde plays football, Mr. B manages a football team. Most other people just pretend they're in football, in my opinion.
We deserve better. 4 a.m. is God's own paradise to go running. Please tell me you're not up at 4 o'clock running.
Look at the state of him. He is 50. He is honestly, I think, like, I don't want to dox
26
him.
26 waist, isn't it? 26 waist.
He's over 45 years of age. Okay. And he's out looking like that. He looks like Snake Plissken in Escape to New York or something with the eye patch. Like, I know where that comes from.
That's hard work. That's hard work, bro.
Yeah, but like that is something that is to be respected.
No,
Look at,
listen, I fuck off.
Yeah. No, I think he is.
No, so do I. I'm not gonna sit here and dispute. He's not gonna put in that he's that age and he's not. But yeah, that's. I mean, look, you know what it is. Everybody has their own dedication in it. Everybody has their own love and their own non-love. I couldn't get up in the morning and run, but then there's people in here who wouldn't go and play on a football pitch in the cold. You know what I mean? I think it's just.
Well,
but I think, Mr. B, you've probably got some sort of natural fitness. You probably just.
No, it's for me, Kahinde, it's different.
You know what I mean?
It's that I know Mr. B, and you'll never meet a man more dedicated to his family. And I think that his like energies are focused on that. And me and We Deserve Better are not in that situation to sort of be like support it. I'm not saying I don't know. We deserve better. I'm drawing conclusions from your comments, but we don't like sort of have families and things like that. But it's sort of it's difficult to kind of judge. But personally, I think that every person should have a burning desire to be the best that they can be. And Mr. B, from what I know of him, is one of the best fathers that I've ever seen.
Bath Time, don't let me cry, you bitch. Oh, thanks, Bath Time.
Yeah.
No, I mean it. I've said it before.
Yeah, I know you have, but it's emotional when you've had 4 Jack Daniels and no Coke.
That's father. He's looking at Father Christmas with his grey beard.
No, but it's true. Like, you know, don't forget Kahinde this year. Like, if we were to do a recap of the Man United agenda, me and Mr. B nearly died, and Yabba said, "I'm a like Zach said, I'm a workaholic," and the night before he didn't come on a show because he fell asleep.
Yeah, that's
Oh God.
Oh my God, look at that from Andrew Williams, the villain of our chat.
Thank you, man. Sims in the house.
2 Jags.
I get up in the morning and drink 2 cellophan McDonald's.
Matt, I bet it's like a Rocky training montage. You know, he's drinking the eggs and punching the meat.
Oh God! Do you know what? I've just realised, guys, we were actually supposed to be doing that.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, we're not. Oh, lovely. We'll just
I
wrap
don't
it
want to.
That's listen. Look, bath time. There's a serious business. I know it's Christmas Eve. We do actually have a game that we're supposed to be playing on the 26th or 2 days time. The situation we have, Boxing Day. The problem we have is whatever team we suggest, whatever team we put out, we're gonna fucking lose.
No, we're not. Like, we probably are.
Yes, exactly. And this is the situation. I'm sure they're in. Are Wolves in the relegation zone?
I think so.
Right.
Like, they beat Leicester.
But the thing is, we tend to have a good record against Wolves. It doesn't matter what sort of form we're in. They struggle.
Really? When Ollie was on his title charge, did we not draw 0-0 with Wolves at home?
When I say good record, I mean I don't remember us losing against them. I can't really remember them beating us more than once.
I have no.
Can we do, Mr. B, before we do like fucking talking about rest defenses and
we're not talking about rest defenses.
No. Before we even talk about all of that, can we like appreciate these people who come every bloody day, like Bart? Like, let's give Andrew a bit of stick. I like Tyrone because he's handsome. Like Chatsport, bit on the fence about subvids. He really dissed me in that video. He called me bothersome and like noisy, and then he basically made out you were stupid.
That's I have no problem. I have the one with the brains is Yabba. He's the brains in the outfit, and he's not here. So you know,
he doesn't have any brains.
I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. Though,
it's just like someone pulling a lever in his head. A couple of chickens.
You know what? It's true. Let's say a couple.
Yeah.
You know what? It's true. You know, we do shows. You know, we've done. I don't know 5. I don't know. I was gonna try and work out. It doesn't matter. But we do shows 5, maybe 5 days a week. Sometimes even 6 days a week. We've got Andrew, who's in here every day, regardless. Andrew, big up. Matthew, obviously, we do talk about football and other little things. We've got our little group there. Matty, big up, man. Chat Sport as well. A big howdy, man. V, as always, I'm going to say a big shout out to you. Tyrone, who's actually been on with his camera on as well. Big up to you. Sim, I'm going to say a big up to you. We deserve better. I'm jealous of the abs. Not so much of the 26 waist now. I got sick. I used to love a narrow. Now I want to put on a little bit. Who else have we missed out on here? VBG. Simon Warner. I hope you did, man. We bypassed you, man. 3 wise men and all of that. We are. Yes, we are. Big G. Did I say howdy to Big G? Oh, I don't even remember.
Can you roast them instead, Mr. B?
No, I would never do that. Because I appreciate them more. Johnny Hill, I know you won a bath times, mates, but that's all right. We accept the ball in it. Rush Mano, obviously, of course, man. You know, there's a lot of things that we couldn't do, especially with your donations in the house. Have I missed out anybody? I don't
know. But one thing I do want, Mr. B, before I forget, we deserve better. I'm not a huge fan of like giving people lines of communication. You said something recently. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about someone on the panel and how you didn't like it. Can you tell me what that's about? Because I want this channel to be like inclusive. Like, we're all Man United fans at the end of the day. And like, if I go to Mount Everest and I meet a Yeti that is a United fan, I'll be like, yeah, Martinez bad defending wide areas, isn't it? Like, and stuff like that. So I'd love to know what your comment was from the other day, because we don't want anyone that is like homophobic, sexist, We were once accused of racism, which
I know,
I think is a bit weird.
I know. Can you imagine?
Well, I liked it because the implication was that like I was leading everyone. So I enjoyed that. No, it was crazy. Someone said that all our Discord about Rashford was racist. Like Yabba was being racist. And you're like, I mean, like, to me, it's just, it's crazy. Here's a question for you, Kahinde. Do you watch a lot of like YouTube outside of Manchester United agenda? Like and subscribe.
In relation to Man United?
To United.
Yeah, United stand. Mark Goldbridge.
Right. This is what I find really interesting, is that in my experience of playing football and like my professional life, ideas start at the bottom and they have to kind of fight their way out, like a, you know, like sort of fitness of a gene or something. And then they get their way to the top. And what I think is wrong with YouTube is that the people at the top say something and it goes down and everyone starts repeating it. So we get stuff like Harry Maguire can't play in a high line. Scott McTominay, I don't know, doesn't scan enough or something, as if these people know what they're talking about. Where I think that ideas should fight their way out at the bottom, the same way that me and your brother Zach, or what's it called? Yabba. Honestly, the man's like Kaiser Soze. He's got about 1 million names. But we went to like the Southern Hemisphere, played football. We play against 3-5-2s, like 5-1-4s, whatever. But the best ideas filtered all the way up, and now you see them in the Premier League. And I'm so disappointed that YouTube isn't the same, where the best ideas fight out at the bottom and get to the top.
Okay. All right.
That was a bit deep for him, wasn't it?
No.
Oh, come on.
No. I'm not saying he's wrong or right. I just like more examples. I know you gave a brief example about Harry Maguire, but I don't know if you watch Mark Goldbridge on United Stand, but 80% of the time, what he says is probably true. You know.
Do you think so?
I do. I think he's great. I think he's really good. He's got.
In terms of what I quite like Goldbridge. Like I find it very funny.
He is so funny. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not that he's funny. I think he.
Like he just. But he said he's committed, and you see his reactions when he's watching live stream, when he gets up, or if we lose a goal, he's like, "Fuck's sake," you know.
He is committed. He is committed. But you know what? I think.
Oh my lord! Like I was going to change my opinion on Mark Goldbridge after reading what Tyrone said.
What's that? What did he say?
Do you remember when we did a video? It was.
I know.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, I know which one. Yeah.
That's cool. My thoughts on Mark Goldbridge is that
I've totally changed. No, I love him.
No. I've always quite liked Mark Goldbridge. Because he doesn't talk about tactics. He doesn't even pretend to bother about tactics. But my issue with Goldbridge is I find him extremely amusing that he is like the kind of Thanos of the Man United world, where there's this like 45-year-old man in his bedroom and the club is like terrified of him. but what annoys me about Goldbridge is that no one challenges his opinions because they want the views, as it were. And on this channel, like we've talked about rest defenses, Maguire, Lisandro Martinez, and I feel that we're at we're at the bleeding edge of like Manchester United content, as it were. Like we're having arguments about things that won't be on the United Stand for 3 or 4 years. And it annoys me that everyone else follows the same line as Goldbridge. I don't think he's the problem. I think the problem is is that there's no voice or opinions that challenges what he says. I actually, during COVID, I watched Goldbridge every day, like twice, I think. And then when the football started, I was like, you don't actually really understand how a football match works. But I still quite like him. I think he's all right.
Yeah, definitely. I think like he does get a lot of people in his comments, and there are people that disagree with him, but he's very dismissive of them. Like he'll block them like straight away. Like, you know,
Do you know what it's like?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen 40 Towers?
Yeah. Years. There's only like 12 episodes.
Yeah. Do you know how like
Manuel, the Spanish waiter? That's all I remember.
No. Like,
Did you say there was sorry? Did you say there was only 12?
There was only 12 episodes, wasn't there? It was only one series.
No.
Yeah, there's only 12 episodes, and they removed one because he said a naughty word.
What 40 Towers? Like I thought it was. It can't be the same ones that we've been watching and laughing at.
What is wrong with you, Mr. B? Like, how do you not know this? There is
how do you know this, guys? In
because
the chat,
it is common knowledge.
No, wait. We'll see how common this is.
British TV is based around this concept.
Guys in the chat, just did you know there was only 12 episodes of 40 Towers? That's it. I just want to know, yes or no. That's it. Yes or no, please. I don't want to be the only one that didn't know this. Sorry, carry on now.
My point about 40 Towers is that Basil Fawlty would be able to run the best hotel in the world perfectly.
Oh, shit.
If there were no guests. Like, if no one was staying there. And that's what Goldbridge reminds me of.
Yeah.
Is that he just doesn't want any guests. And
yeah,
I know it's fashionable to shit on him and stuff like that. But I highly respect his stance on the Super League. I think he really introduced the importance of European competition to Manchester United's DNA, to lots of foreign fans. And, you know, I think that you shouldn't be able to buy replica United shirts. I think you should only get that shirt if you played for the club or did something for the club. But
sorry. So what do you mean replica shirts as the ones that fans buy?
Yeah.
How would they
I'm of that opinion. Yeah, of course. I understand why it needs to happen. Like, you're leaving money on the table, but I would prefer it if the only people that wore United shirts were people that had worked for the club in any capacity. That would just be my preference. It's not practical. It's not realistic. But I think it's something that should be earned. People paid for their lives playing for this club. Like, I believe that the shirt should be earned, which is why I've never had a replica shirt.
I think that's just going back to Goldbridge. That's mainly what his rants are about. Like like you say, he doesn't talk about tactics so much. It's just about the players putting the effort in, the players' attitude to matches and things like that, and just saying they're all dead words and these players need to get out. That's all he talks about. But
I don't like that part.
Yeah, come to think of it, he doesn't talk much about tactics. He used to cuss Scott McTominay a lot. He loved the.
What the motherfuck? Okay, look, this.
I'll show it.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you. Phil, 79 Australian dollars. Thanks for the laughs. Love the show. Merry Christmas from Brisbane, Australia. Phil, listen, man. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't know. The thing is, I know we can't give you back that money, so I can't say take it back.
Let's give it to his favorite charity.
But bruv, listen, man. There's nothing but respect for that, bro. Nothing but respect for that, bro. I'm stunned. I'm stunned. Thank you, and we'll deal with getting that.
I'll take over, Mr. B.
We're split between us. Yeah.
Phil, Maybe not Kihinde. Phil, thank you so much for that. I will never tell a grown man how to spend his money, but all we want on the United Agenda is for people just to chat to us. You never have to like put this money in. We're incredibly grateful that you've put that in. The unfortunate thing is, I don't know how we spend that money. We're not like real. We're not like real YouTubers and stuff. We do this because all of us individually don't really have anyone to talk to about Manchester United, and we try and share it with the chat. So I prefer it when people don't donate and just comment. But I am incredibly. We're both like Kinde as well, but me and Mr. B are both overwhelmed by that. But to be honest, seeing you here every night talking to other Reds is just as important. So thank you so much. But we'll read your comments out unless you share.
Minty's got one.
Yeah, mouse traps for United. Look, Rushmano is saying get some guests on.
We say every week we put the link in the chat. They don't even have to come on in with their camera, and they just watch. It's fine. I don't mind if they're voyeurs.
No, I tell you what, Rushmano. People want to talk to Yappa. They want to talk to Kihinde. They want to talk to Mr. B. They never want to speak to me. That is the problem. So when you're talking about getting guests on, I'm speaking, innit? Like, I have invited loads of people on. Loads of people. I've got one of them. I'm talking to a guy now who's brilliant. The issue with the Man United Agenda is that people don't like me. We're trying to get guests on, but I'm too annoying and all that kind of stuff. So don't put it on everyone else. Put it on me.
Yeah, we're gonna blame you.
Why is Andy Tate not on the channel anymore, Mr. B?
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with you, bath time.
Yeah,
that's got nothing to do with you, bath.
Yeah.
Right, go on. So let me hear this now. I'd love to come on, but come on. Let me hear the finishing. You can't just come on.
Andrew, the amount of shit you speak to Yappa, personally, I wouldn't take it. I would have banned you if you'd spoken to me like that. It's just absolutely ridiculous, the entitlement you have. So come on now. Like, if you've got like anything between your legs, come on now. Like, talk to us. Like, I don't know, like Kihinde looks like the head boss of any bouncer that you've ever seen. But like, just come on now, innit?
See, look, and this is the quote of the year from Andrew.
Yeah. Do you know what? If he spoke to me like that, like he says, Darius is mental, but he's funny, and I'll accept that. If he spoke to me the way he spoke to Yappa, I'd have banned him like ages ago.
I need to remember these names. Hold on.
Rushmano,
thanks for that, Rushmano. Hold on.
Anyone that you can suggest that will come on, we will happily come on. Like, for me, most channels I watch are people agreeing with each other and like offering very, very poor tactical stuff. Anyone that would come on, we'd have on. But unfortunately, I mean, we had a journalist on this year, and we had to delete the stream because of something I said.
Guys, you would never, if you watched the show live, maybe you wouldn't even have got it. But yeah, we did have to delete one as soon as it was up, it was down.
Yeah, I should have been. I mean, I should have been kicked off this show ages ago. But the thing is, I'm the only one with work rate.
What?
Mr. B, when you were in hospital, I should have been in hospital, but I was here at 8 a.m. getting stuff done.
Yo, Mr. Cosman, I hope you're doing well, man. Sorry, bath time. Go on.
Yeah, no, like, look, we don't have very good views. no one comes and speaks to us. It's nothing to do with anyone else. It's to do with me. But I'm here.
And you know what? I wouldn't have it any other way than I'd rather you were here than we got the views, to be fair.
I mean, a lot of this might be Mr. B, because I had a dream last night that I got fired from the Man United agenda. And I would never reveal my conversation with Solo, but it was very funny because he had to listen to me 45 minutes ranting before we got on to what we actually needed to talk about. It was exciting in the group chat. Let's say that. But I'll tell you what, like, one of the things that I have a problem with not just myself, but with my panelists and with the chat, is that I think that with Kahinde, Mr. B, Yabba, etc., we're not pretending, right? We play football. We live football. It's not like when I go to Dungeons and Dragons and pretend to be a bloody dragon or something.
There's not really any real dragons in your world. Zico,
no.
Your brother believes in dragons. You know that, right?
No, look, let me finish my point before we get on to the dragon stuff.
Sorry.
I can't.
Go.
What I want to say is that with people like, for example, and we see Andrew here. We like Andrew. He's very funny. But next year, I want this to be a little bit more focused on football.
Oh, piss off, bath time. Look, this.
We are a football channel. Don't you talk to me like that. Piss off.
It makes
what you do? Get Bilal in with his fucking joke book. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know it's Christmas. But, listen. I know it's Christmas, but weren't we supposed to be talking about Man United tonight?
No.
Well, we have. Listen, look. We have kind of been.
No,
the problem, Kunde, shall I tell you what the problem is? You haven't had a drink.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
That's what the real. Maybe we should have warned you
I
before.
don't even want to talk about United.
So, right. So,
then what are you complaining about?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
What are you complaining about? Come on, Kahinde, what should we be talking about?
There's nothing positive to talk about.
There is.
I'm saying I think we're just avoiding.
There is. I might get 2 shirts from Santa tomorrow. That's the most positive news I can get.
Give me a sec. I'm still here.
Yeah, that's all right. That's good. Keep picking your nose. Don't worry.
What's up? Right. All right. To get it to United, what's on your Christmas list, Mr. B? Just personally and for Manchester United.
Personally, my missus is going to deal with my thing. I told her we're not to buy it from. Every Man United set of clothing I have, my missus has bought for me. So she's gonna do me 2 shirts tomorrow. I'm expecting. I don't need Santa. I've told her what I wanted, so I'm expecting, and that's what I'm expecting.
Home and away.
Yeah, both away. To be fair, I tend not to. I'm not a fan of the home shirts.
What do you mean?
Fair. I like the away ones. The home shirts, I mean, I don't mind the Snapdragon, but the 2 away shirts,
is
the
it
white one.
They're similar? Like every United shirt is obviously red.
Yeah, I understand it. Yeah, you're right. You're right. They do look very, very similar. With the away ones tend to be a bit more. I'll take that. So yeah, that's what I'm expecting.
Because for me, Sharp View Cam is the pinnacle of United shirts.
Is that the blue one? That's the you talk about?
No. Yeah, that's the away shirt,
isn't it?
Yeah, the away one.
Yeah, that's gigs at Villa Park.
Yeah,
Maybe not. That might be the Mangala effect. That's a very clever joke. I'm hoping Andrew gets it. But the away shirts. There's been a couple that are real favourites, but for me, it kind of comes down to the sponsors because it sort of it ties into eras. Like Aeon, I don't know if I'm saying that right, is Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah,
Vodafone,
yeah.
Is Rooney.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's awful because I've been marketed successfully. I'm not talking about the badge and stuff like that. I'm talking about the sponsor. But I just I think that's cool that you don't buy the shirt, Mr. B, that someone buys it for you because you haven't earned the shirt, in my opinion. Neither have I.
I've heard the share. My years of struggle, you know, when we weren't winning enough through the Fergie years. Now I've earned the shirt. Half time. I've earned.
So, like, what are your earliest memories? Like, we always hear from Yabba about like prehistoric times. No dinosaurs, just dragons. Like, what was it like being a United fan in? I don't want to sort of dox you, but like in the 80s or something.
To be fair, I don't remember that far back. I just
for
remember
God's
supporting
sake,
them. No,
hey!
I don't remember supporting them. We didn't win much, did we?
No, but we had a few FA Cups.
Yeah, we had FA Cups.
Yeah.
We had FA Cups and Brian Robson in that bloody kit. Brian Robson was my guy, innit? Like, he used to play with a broken arm. To me, he used to play. He was like Steve Austin, innit? Like, he was always
Steve
injured.
Austin?
Stone Cold.
Bionic Man.
Oh, get wrecked, him, Dave. I thought it was someone else.
Do you really not know who the
I know the Bionic Man.
But you didn't know his name was Steve Austin?
No.
All right, fair enough. That's fine. I'll accept. As long as you know who the Bionic Man was, that's fine. So he was my Bionic Man, innit? He played for England. He was always injured. He played, I'm sure one of the games he played with a big bloody, what's his name on it? Plaster cast on his wrist, on his arm.
Yeah.
To me, it's like he was fantastic, man. To me, he was
Captain Fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and that's what he was. So for me, it didn't matter. Yeah, he was great. He was
so
just.
The question that I suppose I'm really asking is: your brother supports Tottenham?
No, Liverpool.
Liverpool, sorry. Your father?
Fuck knows. To be fair, I'm not sure he was into football. To be fair,
but why is it United that you support? Because why have you got like all that stuff behind you? Why is it United?
Shall I tell you when it was? We lost to Arsenal in what year did we lose to Arsenal? That's when I started supporting Man United. I'm not gonna say I wasn't into football. I didn't have a team until we lost. I don't know what year we lost. Whatever year we lost to Arsenal in the FA Cup, 1970 something, 1980 something. That's when I started supporting Manchester United. I don't know. Maybe if Arsenal have lost, I might have been an Arsenal supporter. I don't know why I supported the team that lost. It made no sense to me. Why I would have supported? But there was something about them that I said I want to support, and from then it was always them. It wasn't anybody else. So I don't know why. I don't know why. I just suddenly became a Man United fan. I like football. I like teams, but that game I remember sitting down.
Mr. B.
Yeah, I do. There you go. Thank you very much. 1979.
79.
Yeah, so 7 years old. Yeah, 7 years old.
I'd just like to say this man is lying. Andrew's told me before why he says he supports United. For anyone watching, Andrew is a Swansea fan. Shout out to Mitchu, my Oviedo boy. He supports United because of a game away at Norwich. I support United. Am I going to dox myself here?
Come on.
My grandfather was one of the reasons that that me and Dora get on so well is that I've quite a long-standing history with the former Republic of Yugoslavia. My grandfather worked as a civil servant there, and in the Munich disaster, they stopped off at Yugoslavia, and my grandfather was present at the dinner where they signed the last autographs that the team did, which you can now see in a museum. And that is the kind of family connection that I have to United, is that my grandfather supported them, my father supported them, I support them, all my uncles do. And I still find it very difficult when people, because it's so removed from me to have like a sister or a brother that supports a different football club. Like I know a chancer whose dad supports City and he supports United, and it's really strange to me. But it might be a kind of London thing, I think, where you want to be different from your brother or something. I don't know.
Talking to me about being different from my brother. I don't know.
He just said he doesn't really remember the reasons. Though, like
it was just
it didn't even make sense. They lost the final, and he supported.
Yeah, and I supported them. It makes no sense to me. And then obviously, Stoney, he supports them. But we've never had our last fight would have been football, and that would have been at
Physical.
last physical fight would have been about Liverpool and Man United when we were about maybe 11 and 12. And
Yeah.
I know for a fact what my mum would have done to both of us because we were arguing and fighting over football. So it's as much as it's never been, some people have it tribal. It's just he supports them, obviously he winds me up a little bit more than I wind him up nowadays, but we're kind of, it's just what it is. I'm glad we don't support this. Can you imagine supporting the same team?
I love it.
Banter, do you?
Yeah,
no, I'm glad that we support different teams.
Maybe that's the difference because, I don't have a brother. I've got an amazing story about QPR. I can't tell it. I'll tell it to you off stream.
Yeah, good. Thank you very much.
Tony Fernandez. Shout out Stephanie Fernandez. But for me, all of my family, so we've got a lot of Rangers fans and we've got a lot of Celtic fans, sort of extended family because of the Corby stuff. For anyone who doesn't know, Corby is it's a weird place. It's in England, but is primarily kind of Scottish immigrants, and there's a lot of Rangers, a lot of Celtic fans. That's where I'm from. But for me, I remember during the FA Cup final this year, obviously we spoke. Oh my God, it's Chris.
No, it's not. It's the Hobbit fan editor.
Okay, listen up, right? No, Mr. B, you need to act normally now. So do I. Chris, I'm very drunk. Chris is someone, the Hobbit fan editor. This is Lord of the Rings stuff. I've been watching your man here for about 2 or 3 years. He loves all of the stuff like Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, all that kind of thing. I'd love to go on his channel and things. He wants to interview me. I think he probably wants to sound what I sound like and stuff. I would love all of you. You don't have to watch. Just go and subscribe to him. He's a good lad. And I've got. I'm not even pretend to act normal.
You're drunk, Buff Time. You don't need to. It's Friday night and it's Christmas Eve. Don't worry, man.
I know it's great. But in terms of I love the fact that all of my family support Manchester United. I can talk to a cousin or an uncle about it and things, and it's just a personal thing. It's like a bias. I think it's really weird when people's brothers and fathers and uncles support other teams because United, at its heart to me, the Dunkirk spirit, rebuilding the football club, it's kind of like this channel. It's about accepting people regardless of ethnicity, sexuality, all those kind of things. This is what I don't want because we're all Philistines. No, you can stop laughing because you know nothing about Lord of the Rings. You know absolutely nothing about it. I could read you out Paradise Lost and you'd be there going, oh, that sounds like Lord of the Rings. Absolute loser. Right.
Sorry, man.
Don't apologise to me. Apologise to my internet friend, Chris.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I know Halftime is a big fan of that movie, Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
I'm a fan of the book. The adaptation isn't that good.
Okay, but I remember really struggling to sit through that whole movie. I think
It's
I watched
trash.
that. Someone said you should watch it, and I've just barely managed to get through it. And I was like,
brilliant.
They're going to make
absolutely brilliant. What you want me to congratulate you on the fact that you managed to survive the film?
Please.
Well
That
done
film
to
is
him,
dead.
Dave.
That film was so dead. Oh
Put
god.
your camera on. You're going to talk to me like this. Put your camera on.
You put your camera on. At least people.
No, I asked first. That's good manners.
No.
Don't you dare try and out English anyone.
Oh,
We're about
God.
politeness.
Aura. Aura.
No.
Bath time is a lush. I do like lush bath bombs, but I don't know what that means.
That's the ones that blow up in the bath, right? I know what those are. Those are the ones that you put in and go.
Yeah, that was actually the origin of my name.
What bath bombs?
No, bath time is that I used to play a computer game called The Last of Us. Like there's a television show on HBO. It's not weird, Mr. B. It's very famous.
I'm not saying I have no idea, mate. I have no.
No,
idea.
it is like it's very famous. Like people who play computer games will know it. And I used to be like a competitive player on it. Like this is during COVID, where I couldn't play football, so I had to find something to be competitive at. So I started playing this computer game. If anyone knows Berber Spin or Berber, he's in a lot of comments. Obviously not ours, but I know he will know me from that scene. And bath time was because I wasn't happy with other people's comments. So I was going to make like videos criticizing them, but I thought it would be funny to do it as a lush bath bomb review channel. So I was making fake videos about me reviewing bath bombs simply to then go and criticize people. And I just thought it was the idea of a grown man calling himself bath time and getting other people to say, "You're wrong, bath time. What are you talking about?" Like as if it was normal, was absolutely hilarious.
It hasn't changed, has it?
No, it hasn't. I still think that's funny.
Fucking hell, bath time. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. You've just done it. You've proved my point. Look, I know your real name, and I'm not sitting here saying it. You little Martian.
I know yours, but I don't say yours. But I know what yours is.
Yeah, you can say my
Yeah,
like for anyone
right.
who's not watching, Mr. B got really messed up, like on drugs in hospital, and demanded that I called him his real name. And I said I would not. He will always be Mr. B. It's like a teacher saying, like, "Call me John." No.
I think that was my dying moment last time. I think that was my dying moment, man.
Well, we survived this year, and I'm so glad.
Fucking hell, look, I'd rather not be there, to be fair. But look, things happen in life that make you make you step back, I suppose, innit? So yeah, look, it is what it is, isn't it?
I remember once I listened to a song, and one of the lyrics was, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." And what he was talking about was not having reception on his cell phone. And I still die laughing to this day whenever I hear that song. I've got no reception on my phone. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Brilliant, like Shakespeare.
There you go. See, he likes you drunk. They all prefer you drunk, to be fair.
Look, no one, like, honestly, like this channel would be doing so much better if I wasn't on it.
Oh, it's off
But-
bath time.
Oh my god, bath
Oh,
time.
bath.
please.
You're not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm not
Probably
like.
has it been 5 years that we've had this channel? Or 4 years?
4 years, COVID, innit?
Yeah. But bath time's probably been the most consistent person that's come on. Like we've had
Probably.
No, but I mean we've had a lot of people over the years.
Yeah.
That've been on and off.
My
Myself,
work rate is beyond anyone
Oops.
that has been
Yeah.
on this channel.
Shit, what the hell?
What I'm saying is that like people
What did
don't
you-
like me, but I don't care because I'm here.
we need
and I
someone.
played football.
We need someone a bit controversial that people don't like because otherwise they wouldn't
But
tune in.
I think your brother's more controversial than bath time, to be fair. Some of
Yeah,
the
but people
nonsense
like my
that your
brother. They warm to my brother.
Yeah,
But you
I
need
think
to have
he's
someone on the channel that you don't like, so people will think, "Yeah, fucking hell, let me put this on. Let me hear what shit bath time
Yeah,
is."
sorry, Kahinde.
Yes,
I'm going to shock you here.
go on.
I'm not that bothered what people on YouTube say
I
about
know you're not bothered.
I-
That's a good thing. Yeah,
Yeah, like to be honest, I think the reason that people don't like us is that I've been the biggest McTominay supporter for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And it is only like last year. And I'll remind you, Mr. B, I said that last year, the only thing I need from McTominay is to add goals. And he did add goals. We have been ahead of pretty much every United channel. And the reason we're ahead is because we argue about what happens on a football pitch because we played football. Nowadays, people seem to think watching football is enough to talk about a football match. None of these people have trained. None of them know about things like tactical periodization. They don't know what a rondo is, or what at least the point of a rondo. They you know, like, I don't know what to say. And the thing is, in this day and age, anyone can have an opinion. And to be perfectly honest, I would get behind Keir Starmer if he just started banning YouTube channels based off how many pre-seasons you played. You need at least 10 pre-seasons to talk about football. This is what happened with COVID.
But halftime, did you see what Paolo Di Canio said about us selling McTominay?
Yeah, he said he'd arrest the directors.
Yeah, but Paolo McTominay, that's fine. Have you seen him in slow motion? He looks just like Design. I'm glad he's over there. I'm glad he's enjoying himself.
Your son isn't.
Yeah, well, no, he's not. He's not. He's fuming. But look,
look, the point is, right, with someone like McTominay, when we look at things like set pieces and so on, second balls, like things our midfield are missing, he contributed the things that we need. I'm not saying that he couldn't have contributed more or that there are things missing. But do you remember when we talked about ontological arguments?
Are you asking? Are you talking? You must
yeah,
be talking.
I'm talking
Nope.
to you, Mr. B.
No,
you're not an idiot.
I don't remember about ontological. You'll remind me.
Ontological means like kind of how you perceive something to be. So if I say to you, what do you think a midfielder is? Your response is ontological because it means like they need to do this. Yeah, like kind of like categories, as it were. With Manchester United, we like have got too obsessed with like ballers, like as if we're children. Like we need to be entertained all the time, and we will love Sancho because he's got like soft feet, whereas someone like Brian Mbeumo, he doesn't have soft feet, but he's effective. And with someone like McTominay, I think the difference is people that have played football and people who haven't, because you respect them. You respect things differently. And at the end of the day, when you're playing football, there are people you need on the pitch that you trust, that will help you when you make a mistake. And with United, I feel that there isn't that at the moment. I feel there's a lot of individuals, and I believe that someone like Rasmus Højlund would say the same. See the amount of crying he does, it's like a tsunami.
But
do you know what I mean?
I said it before, yeah. My issue with McTominay was that he wasn't a specialist.
But this is not what we're talking about.
No, but
what we're talking about is
let me speak. Yeah, he's not a specialist, and for a club like Man United, we can't rely on Stoke type of players that second ball or another.
What are you talking about? You can't rely on second ball players.
Listen.
He said a Stoke kind of player.
No, but this is what I'm getting at. Like someone who's just got like one attribute. Like, we don't have those sorts of players. We're not renowned to having those sorts of players. Like Fellaini, he was another one that was just like.
The guy that got us to our last like semi-final in Europe. Right, bring back Rashmano's comment.
He's not. Fellaini wasn't a specialist either.
This one?
Hang on. Let me make my point.
Your claim. I'm talking.
Yeah,
your
you finished.
claim is about
United,
specialists.
we normally have specialists in a certain positions, particularly midfield. Can't afford to play a guy like McTominay. And if we want to go and achieve things like win things and things like that, he's not a specialist. He's just a squad player. So that's why it was the right decision to sell him, because there's nothing special about his game, his attributes.
Okay,
Remind me of Fellaini a lot. Just that sort of Mourinho type player, you know.
Sure. Okay. I just want to establish your claim before we move on. Your claim is, and I'm going to paraphrase it and expand on it.
Go on.
That McTominay was never a first team player because of limitations, and it was worth selling him because of the financial implications, getting players that, you know, were better overall. Would that be a fair summary?
Well, I'm just saying there was some. I'm not saying he was never a first team player. He got a lot of games.
You said he's a squad player.
There was not a lot of managers. There were some managers that really took a liking to him. But what I was saying is that he was not good enough. Basically, that's basically it. And it was the right decision to sell him at the time and the age that he is, because he wanted to play more. He wanted to play regular, and obviously
make it from the club. Why was it the right decision for the club to sell him?
Because he was at that age where we get good money for him. What was he, like 27, 28?
28, yeah.
Yeah, get good money for him. He's a good age to sell. And it wasn't like he was up and coming. Like when he's in his early 20s, we're not going to do that because we want to try and find out if he can be a regular player. But he'd been there for many years and he wasn't.
And was a regular player.
He was a regular squad player. He didn't.
No, he was a regular starter. Like, I know I'm biased to McTominay.
I'm trying to think. He played on the 3 or 4.
He played for every manager complimented him.
I think
he played for everyone.
For Ollie,
even Ten Hag.
Ollie used to start him. Did
Mourinho,
Ranieri start him?
Yeah, everyone started him. So the point I'm asking before we kind of like establish your claim,
right,
is why did the club want to sell him?
You have to ask him.
It's money.
Manager at the time.
No, he's publicly on record saying he didn't want to sell Scott McTominay. So, what I'm trying to establish
if he didn't
is
want to
about
sell him,
money rather than football.
If he didn't want to sell him, he wouldn't have sold him. If a manager really wanted to keep him, he would make sure that he stayed.
You like what day is it today? Is it a Wednesday?
It's nearly
Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Were you born on a Monday? Do you know what I mean? So right, look, Kahinde, the point. What I'm trying to kind of establish is McTominay started for pretty much every manager, not pretty much. He was first choice for every manager. Do you disagree or do you agree?
Yeah, because he started with Mourinho, brought him in, didn't he? From the youth team.
Yeah.
So you had Mourinho, Ollie, Ranieri, and Ten Hag. Yeah, and he started the FA Cup finals and things like that. Yeah.
Scored in the quarters and semi-finals.
Yeah. Go on.
Okay. I think that he wasn't sold because of footballing ability. He was sold because of accountancy.
Yeah.
Would you disagree?
I think it might have been a mix between both, because what I'm trying to say is that I think he had a discussion with Ten Hag, and I don't think Ten Hag was going to give him regular first team football. That's why he left. Like, McTominay was good to come in for certain games. Like, Ten Hag trusted him for certain games, but I didn't think in Ten Hag's long-term plans McTominay was a first team starter, because if that was really the case, Ten Hag would not have let him go. And he was at the right age to make some money from. So I think
combination.
It was a combination between the two. Yeah, definitely.
Right. Do you want to know something crazy?
Go on.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
Since Alex Ferguson left, Ten Hag has spent 1 out of every £3 that United have spent, we spent 1.8 billion on transfer fees, and Ten Hag spent over 666 million. Isn't that mental?
Wow.
But my point is that when I look at Manchester United now, I see, well, I've always seen it, to be honest, but you are like, you're 6'3", yeah, Man Mountain.
Yeah.
I am like, when I wear my special shoes, I just about touch 6 foot, but I'm basically 5'11".
Right.
When I was like 16, 17, sending fake newspaper articles to football clubs, I was like, yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Yeah, no, I did. Like I said, we had a guy on that your brother knows, who, like, I think he's maybe Cambridge Town now as a scout. He's a good lad, but he like, you know, he went out to America and things, and you used to have to like go to these trials, and I used to get by these trials by faking newspaper articles saying how amazing I was, sending them to them, going to the trial, and getting bullied by everyone because I was like 5'7". And if I beat a man, they just catch up. So like, imagine overtaking someone on the motorway, going, yeah, and then they just fly past you.
Yeah.
That was what it's like. So when, for me, I see like our second ball problem, which is like when we boot the ball up the pitch, we never win the second ball. With Fred and McTominay, we used to win the second ball, and we finished second in the league. United's biggest problem is defending set pieces, then it's second balls, and all this kind of stuff. And we all want to be like pretty passers and things like that. But look at Manchester City. Like Stones and Rodri aren't in their midfield. You can just run past them. You can boot the ball past them. And for me, I want someone like McTominay is gone, but Amadou Onana, even a Joel Linton would improve this side so much. So my kind of argument is, shut up, Andrew. Andrew, you're not a physical boy, right? You're not in shape. You're not fit. Like, come on. What I'm saying is that we need people like McTominay in our midfield in order to get up the table, because we never finished 13th with Scott McTominay. Where do you think we're going to finish now, Kende?
Don't know. I don't know, but I don't think he is. It's the problem is that we sold McTominay. If he's just good at that one thing, it's not.
I'm not saying that's the problem.
No, I know.
We haven't replaced.
I get what you're saying.
What he does.
It's a weakness in the side at the moment because McTominay's left. Right. This is what you're saying, but I feel that now.
Right, let me change this. What do you think the weakness is in our team? The one you would address.
The formation at the moment.
The formation?
Oh!
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know what? All right, look, right. This was supposed to be a preview show, right? I need to go to other slash, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put I fucking won't. I'm gonna put this up.
Yeah.
You're saying the 3, 1, bath time. Where would you put Scott in this team, in this formation? And Kohunde, you're saying about formation. What do you think we should be going to back to the 4-2-3-1? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Look,
actually,
I need to disappear for 30
well,
seconds.
It's not okay. All right. It's not.
Hang on. I'm talking. When Mr. B
You
goes
interrupt me
off,
all the time. Go on.
yeah. Like, do you not have the emotional intelligence to deal with it?
Oh,
I want to get the comments
Stand up for yourself, man.
People don't like you, but anyway, yeah.
I want to get the comments in. Is that
Go on.
okay?
Go ahead.
No, I asked if that is okay.
That's okay.
All right. Every comment I put up is approved by Kahinde. Kahinde, you're going to have to approve them. Load of bollocks. Okay. McAverage, bunny hops on the ball, got on my tits. Where you play Scott in this formation. So, Kinde, where would you play someone like Scott with his attributes in the system, or you wouldn't?
In this system, he would have to be like where Fernandez is, I guess.
Left or right? Oh, both are the same. Like
Yeah.
number 10?
Yeah, because you can't really trust him as a 6 or 8.
Do you agree with this?
He's like in between that, I think, because he was good at driving forward, and he's got a goal in him.
Okay. Do you agree with this?
But Tomney never showed for the ball. He used to hide his passing. He should shite too. Yeah. When he played as a 6, he never used to show for the ball when the defenders had it. Like, especially if we're playing out from the back, and I do it sometimes. You want your midfielder to come to the ball to show, and he never used to do it. Even Molineux, when he came on the scene, that was the first thing that he was doing, showing for the ball and all that. But Tommy never used to do that, and that's what used to frustrate me. So I'm like, this guy's not really comfortable on the ball as a 6, as an 8 box to box, not really good enough. Technically, passing range and everything. So I think the most effective position for him towards the end, what I saw, was like almost as a free row, as a number 10, like a false 9. Do you know what I mean? Because he was good at, like you say, second balls, anything, loose balls and all that. He had a shot in him. He had a goal in him. So yeah, if he established himself,
it's not about McTominay. It's about like kind of replacing or equalizing what he brought to the team.
Right? Yeah.
Do you know? You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
And do you agree with this?
Rubbish, Darius.
Yeah.
You can't create and score.
Would you, if you could, like, would you prefer that we scored more? I mean, it's a very obvious answer, but would you prefer that we scored more or defended better?
I think when you defend better, your goals will come and results will come.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Like,
but what I'm saying at the moment is that the problem with us, our team at the moment, is the formation. Now,
why?
I'll explain. Because I don't think we have the personnel to play this formation at the moment.
So you would rather do the 4-2-3-1 to the end of the season, finish in 13th, and then summer he has to buy then the players.
No, but this is the thing. I know he's not going to change it, because this is what he's had success with, that formation, and that's his philosophy. That's why he actually had an interview at Liverpool before Klopp left, and he didn't get the job because he wouldn't stick. He only stick to that formation. He's not gonna. And the Liverpool directors, the chairman, said, no, we've been playing this brand of football. We want to continue that. So I don't understand why United have got a guy in that plays a 3-5-2, and traditionally, the way we play over the last 25 years has been wingers, high pace, and things like that. We play exciting football. So I think Leverkusen are the only team that I can think of at the moment in Europe that's been successful with 3-5-2, but they've got the personnel, they've got the Inter Milan and Sporting, yeah, that's obviously that I'm not counting Sporting because that was Amorim's team. Inter Milan are the other ones, but if you look at Inter Milan's wing backs and Leverkusen's wing backs, very effective in a 3-5-2.
Did you watch them?
Yeah. I've watched enough games to see that they've got the personnel to do that formation. They've got the players to do it, and I've managed a team. I've had success managing an academy team where we won like 2 cups playing that formation. And the only reason I played that formation in my team is because I didn't have a CDM, and I had really good wing backs, and I had success doing it. But it's not
so what's a good wing back?
I think someone obviously who's comfortable going forwards, obviously, and obviously defending, but up and down, up and down, up and down.
I don't know how to coach. I
Someone
wouldn't have a clue.
someone like Trent Alexander will be perfect in a 3-5-2.
Do you think so? Like,
I really do.
actually, sorry, Mr. B, you were going to say you don't know how to coach fullbacks.
Mm.
As your set piece coach, let me know.
I'm not changing my formation. I'm sticking to what I've got.
Why Trent hasn't had more caps for England? Because he's not trusted in a back four as a defender. Because as a defender in the back four, he's not that great. But in a wing back, if he was playing under Glenn Hoddle, oh my God, he'd thrive. And that's what I'm saying. We don't have the personnel to do that at the moment.
Hang on, Kinder, hang on. Let's go to Trent.
Go on.
So I think what you're, if I'm wrong, tell me, but I think what you're telling me is that Trent's qualities on the ball are incredible, but his defending is poor.
No,
or not up to scratch, whatever.
No.
Whatever nomenclature.
Right, his defending is not his strong point. So he's
okay. So let's focus on his good points.
Like he's a decent defender, but he's very good at attacking. So that's
all right. But from where?
Any area, because he could come inside. He's even played as a midfielder. So he's no. But you like from where? Where if you were like to, you think of like Thierry Henry or Arsene Robben. Their starting position. All right. So I would say with Trent, to me, it's anywhere. Obviously in the final third or even like by the halfway line.
No, I mean where he. Right. So what I'm talking about, right, is that you're saying Trent would be a perfect fullback.
And as a wing back, yeah.
Oh, okay, wing back.
Yeah.
Right. So what we have to consider is where a wing back receives the ball.
Yeah.
And what their role is.
Right.
And then we have to compare it to Trent as to why he'd be incredible. So here you can see Agile Beast is saying good at hitting a stationary ball.
Yes.
For me personally, I don't see a lot of difference between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kevin De Bruyne. They play in different positions, but their best work comes from the same area. So what I'm moving towards is instead of position, an area, and what we need in that area. So is that Bruno? Is that Diego Dalot? Do you understand the argument that I'm making?
I get what you're saying, but it's not. I'm talking about a particular position. You're like you could say Trent and Kevin De Bruyne have the same attributes in their range of passing, right? But that doesn't mean
no. That's not what I'm saying.
No, but is that a point? Is that
no?
Go on.
That you're correct in like kind of like taking that further. But what I'm saying is Trent and Kevin De Bruyne are best in the half space. I believe. So, I mean, I know people here know what a half space is. I assume you do. But just to be clear, the half space is like, it's not wide, it's not inside, it's a space in between. And it's a little bit behind, so that people have to come out to you to put pressure on the ball. And that disrupts the block. Okay, I know we all know this, but we need to tell people in chat. The thing is that I think in those positions, Kevin De Bruyne and Trent produce the same quality, and it's their best positions. The tactics are about how you get them players into that position. What I'm essentially talking about is, do you expect your wing backs to be in those kind of inside positions, as it were? Like not quite wide, not quite inside, not quite centre, but inside to deliver the ball. Like we've never seen Diego Dalot, for example, deliver a half space cross. We've seen Casemiro, we've seen Eriksen, we've seen Bruno do it. So when you say that Trent would be perfect as a wing back, I disagree because his best qualities are inside.
Yeah, but that doesn't. You saying that doesn't mean that he can't have good qualities playing as a wing back either. We need to
Of course, yeah.
We need to establish what the qualities of a wing back is in a 3-5-2 and where they're receiving their ball.
All right, tell me.
And we don't. No, I'm asking you.
Okay, what I think you need in a wing back. Is that what the question is?
Yeah. Like in terms of like when they receive the ball, where they receive the ball,
sure,
and where they should be off the ball and on the ball.
Right, chat. Tell us. For me, okay, there's two sort of distinctions for me, Kehinde. One is that, like, actually, I should preface this a little bit. I loved playing against wing backs, right? Because I know that if you force them back, you don't have to worry about transitions and have to do less running. Okay? But in a wing back position, looking for a couple of things. One is an engine. Like, you have to be fit.
Yeah. Yes.
Like, yeah. Okay? So you have to get up and down. So when you were talking about Amorim at Liverpool, my first thought is, what are you going to do with Salah? Like, you're going to play him as a wing back?
Yeah.
Exactly. So my second thing is like all the best things in football. You want your best players receiving the ball in front with space. Yeah?
Yeah.
And then you want quality.
Yeah.
So, but you also have to think about the channel. Space between the centre-back and the full-back.
Mm-hmm.
And they're playing as the full-back. So I think in some ways, when you look at modern football, like as a centre-back, Kehinde, you've got to be, like modern football, you've got to be faster than the striker. You've got to be as good as a midfielder. Like, it's crazy, isn't it? Like, playing out from the back, like playing in a high line. It's absolute absurd demands. With a wing back, the first thing I want is that basically they stop the ball inside. That's the first thing, is that all attacks are playing around the block rather than inside the block. That's what I'm looking for.
And you don't think Trent has the quality to do that?
Oh, I do. I love Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's a bit like James Milner. I think he's one of the best players in the Premier League. Like, his ability to manipulate the football is incredible. Like, I think he's an amazing player.
Yeah. So what do you think his best position is?
I think it is
effective from him, where he's going to be most effective.
Okay, so I don't really agree with positions. I think you have to look at shapes in a football match and see where his best shape is.
Yeah.
Or essentially his best area.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's where he gets the ball with a little bit of space in front of him. So it's not about receiving on the half turn and all that kind of stuff. And people have to come out to him before he puts the ball in with quality. And I don't think that anyone at United has that ability. Like, can you tell me anyone who can deliver I mean, I assume you're good in the air.
Yeah.
Like, you love attacking headers.
Yeah.
Who would you most like to attack across from in the United squad, and then compare that to Trent Alexander-Arnold? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah. I see your point. It's just that that's what I'm saying. It's like with Trent, he's so talented, and it reminds me a bit of like Joe Cole when he's playing for England. It's like they don't know what to do with him. I don't think England know how to use him.
Yeah.
You know, before the Euros, like they tried him in midfield because Calvin Phillips wasn't available. So it's like they want to put him in the team, and they
second ball.
Yeah, but it's what I'm saying. I know why Southgate did it, because he likes him as a player and he wants to bring him in the team, but he doesn't trust him in a back four. Like him against someone like Mbappe, he probably thought that would be a disaster. You know what I mean? So,
Kende, get this.
yeah.
I'm about to permanently ban the first ever person on the United agenda.
He could have banned Dan Ashworth.
Yeah, it's Bart.
I know who it is. Leave him.
No, I'm banning it.
No, you can't ban him. Don't ban
I can.
him. No, you don't need to ban him. We know who he is. We know it's not the real Dan
No,
Ashworth.
I'm going to send a message out to everyone here that you are not allowed, and I did this to Jeff as well. You are not allowed to pretend to be someone else. Be yourself.
We know it's Bart. Even look. Look, guys, look, bath time.
I've done it.
Why?
I've just told you why. You're not allowed to pretend to be someone else.
Yeah,
This is
but
not
you
a
told
full
him and then you
role
banned
play.
him. You should have told him and give him time to change his name back.
He knows exactly what he's doing.
Anyway,
I know it's Bart. He
listen,
doesn't have
look.
another account.
But yeah,
Yeah,
basically the point is, we at the moment we don't have the players to do the 3-5-2. When Amarin has January and the summer transfer window, if he wants to get his players in that he thinks will be able to,
Do you think that's
do well.
sensible? We've recruited for 4-3-3 for, I don't know, 25
This
years.
is I've said it earlier. I don't understand why we've hired him, to be honest, because traditionally,
Yeah. It's
You don't,
absolutely mental, Dave.
traditionally,
We have no money.
don't play that
And we're
type
trying
of
to build a
football.
stadium.
Yeah, we don't play that type of football, so I don't understand. He's a good young manager, but he's not right for us. If he can't change his ways and adapt to the players that we've got, I just don't.
Do you think he's like? How long do you see him staying with our
I
current financial
don't
state?
I don't think that he'll finish the next season.
So
I just think it'll work
2026.
out. He could go to a team like Inter Milan and be successful. You know, maybe
But
because
do you not look at like Xabi Alonso at Leverkusen?
Yeah,
Like,
have
Inter?
you seen like the wing backs? They got like Jerome Frimpong, and they had the foundations there, and Xavi made sure they had the foundations to do that, play that particular way. And you know, Leverkusen hadn't won the league forever, however long, and you know they've had success from it. The fans are not going to complain, but our club traditionally, we've always since Fergie era, we've played with wingers, we played attacking football. So it's taken away something from our tradition. I don't get that. We brought this Wilcox in and people like that, and it's just taken away from our philosophy, our foundations.
Mhm.
I just don't understand it.
Right, Kinde, I just want to address this comment for I'm with you. I know what you're saying. Right, Sim, we know who this person is. To be perfectly honest, we can do what we like. This is the first person that we banned on our channel.
Listen, man. I tell you, I wouldn't have.
I don't care.
I know you don't care, bath time, but I wouldn't have banned it.
I'll take a bit of context, Sim. Dan Ashworth told my dad when he was like the YTS guy at Peterborough United that I was a cert, that I was going to make it. And then he was like, he didn't even say anything. He sent his head scout.
He said he's lucky.
I didn't even get to speak to Barry Fry or anyone. And my dad had to tell me that Dan Ashworth was a liar. And I am so pleased that I would piss on him, bury him, dig him up again, cook him, and then eat him. I hate him. Little cockney so-and-so. So when I see him here, he can piss off.
But what you should have done is just not use Dan Ashworth.
No, Bart. Do you know what? I actually respect Bart quite a lot because I understand what needs to be done for a PhD. I've seen Bart.
Yeah, but you banned him.
No, I banned his alt account. Bart wanted a reaction, and you're giving it to him, Mr.
But he's not
B,
here to see it. It doesn't matter, does it?
What are you talking about? It was his alt account I banned. How is he here not to see it if he's not here?
Because he's not here.
He is, because that's his alt account.
No, Bath Time. You've banned him. He's changed his name, and you've.
Well, he's done me. No, he hasn't done me. He's made a new account. He still has Bart as the series.
No, he doesn't. Bart, he just changed his. Bart, he just changed his name on the account.
No,
Bart.
he hasn't, because he's done this before. I have direct access to my own memories. I know he's done this before, and I warned him. I gave him due diligence, and he's gone and done it. And you're talking to me like it's constructive dismissal. It's not. Bart will be back.
Oh my God! All right, we'll see.
Now, I want to address what Kehinde said. Or do you want to piss off? Because I can do the show.
Yeah. I really need a complete break. I'm hanging now. You can talk to Gunday, and I'm going to leave you to close the show.
Right. Before everyone goes, I want you to put thumbs up in chat for something I said earlier about how inspirational Mr. B is as a father. I'm not joking. I think it's brilliant, Mr. B. Like, I know what goes on behind the scenes. Well, scenes. That's how drunk I am. But Mr. B is a top guy. Like, you might think that he's this and he's that, and he absolutely is. But behind the scenes, that man is an absolute G, and I'm so proud to call him my friend. And at Christmas, if you can't have a little kissy and a drinky winky with your best friends, what's the point? So, Mr. B, take a bow. You're an absolute legend. I respect you and love you so much.
Yeah, see, thank you very much. See, yeah, there you go. See, you're
no, get the gay stuff up.
Where's the gay stuff?
Just a joke. We deserve better.
Bath time. I'm going. I'm hanging, man. I've got.
You haven't addressed what I said. Bath time.
Yeah, I'm going to leave you lot to it. I'm going to leave you lot to it. Bath time.
I understand.
Guys, shh, just for a minute, guys. Merry Christmas. I really hope that you have a good. I say New Year. We're going to be long before. Just have a good Christmas. We'll be back Boxing Day. Whether it's a watch along that will depress the shit out of us, or the reaction that we will have. Somebody I've said who's on the reaction. Somebody I messaged. Oh, I don't even. Oh, Brush will be on the reaction.
Oh, Brushy.
Yeah. Brush is going to be on the reaction. We've already got him lined up for that. Gunday, you're more than welcome. And yeah, look, bath time. I'm going to disappear, guys in the chat. I love you all, man. It's been
Tell me you love me specifically.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, bath time. No, look, honestly, bath time, I love you, man. If it wasn't for you, bro, I know a lot of the shows that we put out, we wouldn't have put out. So
yeah, Mr. B told me that when he was in hospital, there was this big light going come towards us, and then bath time turned up and went, look at this thumbnail that I have. It's a guy surfing on a crocodile. Oh, and it's like, I've got to go back. Sorry, I've got to go back. Shout out to Canny and his ancestors.
Fucking hell, they're cool. Look, I'm gone. Kahinde.
Easy, man.
Bruv, listen, man, I got your name right. I'm starting to hang, man. I'm gonna leave you to talk. And guys in the chat, I'll see you all in a bit. Cheers, man. I'm out. I'm like a notch. Leave studio.
All right, Kehinde, you said I didn't address your point. Can you remind me what it was?
About why we hired Amarin with the formation. And...
Right. So I'm actually a little bit in your camp where I love Amarin. Well, no, I like Amarin as a manager.
Yeah.
We did this massive thing on. I don't suppose there's no reason why you should know. Do you know who Victor Friday is?
No.
Okay, so Portugal is essentially the center of sports science.
Wow.
And all of the training stuff comes out of Portugal.
Mhm.
So I really like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's cool. But we're trying to build a new stadium and we're trying to build a new squad. We've recruited for, let's say, 10 years. I know it's more, but let's say we've recruited for 10 years with a 4-3-3 variant.
Yeah.
It's crazy. We're broke. We've got no money.
Mm.
I think it's a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get the philosophy behind it. I don't understand. It's like they just thought, all right, Ten Hag's gone. Who's the next best young manager, up and coming manager? Oh yeah, let's hire him. It's like not really thinking about, hold on, this guy is a specialist in this formation and he's not going to change his ways. You know, we should have done what Liverpool did and said, oh no, you're not right for us because we play a particular way. I don't get it.
Okay, so all right, let's look at a couple of things.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be able to dismiss a couple of things quite easily. Do you think that Ineos, with the people that they have, understand a football match? So you've played football all your life, correct? I mean,
yeah,
look at your name.
That's a hard thing to question because I don't know these people personally. And
stuff what they've said.
I can't say. This is what I'm saying. It's like if someone's working in that sort of environment, whether they're the businessman or not, you expect them to have a sort of any sort of knowledge.
Right, let's go through them. Go through them.
Yeah.
So Jim Ratcliffe,
yeah,
the richest man that Britain has ever produced,
right,
sold programs at Rotherham United or something. Do you think that he understands the intricacies of a football match?
I can't answer honestly. I don't know.
Jason Wilcox, Blackburn winger.
Yes,
England
he does.
international.
He does because he's an ex-pro, so he does understand.
Yes. Right. Brailsford, bike boy.
Who?
Brailsford.
The
The bold white guy who, he used to run England cycling.
What's his background though?
England cycling.
All right, I doubt.
Okay.
My doubts. I could only say the ones that you said that I'm sure about.
Omar Barada.
What's his background?
He was the chief executive officer of Barcelona and of Manchester City.
Well, nah, I don't know. I can't say.
Okay, cool. I'm not trying to get you to say yes or no.
Yeah, but I could only say the ones. If you're like an ex-pro or you've got coaching badges and all that, I would say, okay, yeah, sure.
Is that because practical experience is better than theoretical experience?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, in my opinion anyway. Yeah.
No, bruv. If I was on a plane and the pilot got ill and you turned around to me and said, I've flown on 7,000 flights, I don't care. Have you flown an airplane? That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for, it sounds silly, but the
yeah. That's a good analogy, I think. Yeah.
So these guys are in charge of our football club, and they've appointed Amarin, who has played a 3 at the back system.
Yeah.
Why would you think that is what they want to do?
I don't know. Before I answer that, what is Jason Wilcox's actual role at Man United? Is he sporting director?
Well, roles and responsibility are always different.
Yeah.
He's recently been in the news, I believe, because he said that development squads, i.e. young players, need to produce results.
Right.
And traditionally we were they need to be better players.
Yeah.
So we're not concerned about metrics and things.
Yeah.
Let's just say he's head of youth development or he's director of football. They all kind of tie into the same thing, to be honest.
So a decision like Amram coming in, he wouldn't have had much input in.
Well, from what I understand, and comments, please tell me, my understanding is that Amran knows the people around Barada. So Jorge Mendes, people like that. And Parada flew out and spoke to people to get him out of Sporting. So someone that at least one of them knows, but we don't have the money. We're broke. We can't. We can't build to his system.
Right.
Right, Jeff. Jeff actually blocked me on Twitter recently. Should we get Jeff on? If you want to come on, Jeff, or anyone, I will send you the link. It's in the chat. Say Amarin again, Darius. I'm gonna clip it. No one cares what I say under it. I don't know how you don't understand this. Airing grievances. I have to say, Kehinde, that I like Amrin. I like his system. I like the ideas behind his football.
Yeah.
But
it's not for the right.
It's kind of like a girl, isn't it? Like you meet that nice church girl.
Yeah.
And there's no spark.
Yeah.
Like she ain't into what you're into. I don't know what you're into. And I don't want to know. But I'm so stunned that we hired him.
It's to the point, where it's like I've probably watched maybe 2 games since he's come in, but I'd look at the lineup and I don't even want to watch it. Yeah, seriously, like full games, and because I just look at it and he just doesn't look like there's balance. Because I'm like, playing Ahmad as a right wing back, it just
he's done better there than he has.
I know, but I just look at the balance of the team. That's all. I've always looked at that. If we have a good balance and your players are playing in,
what do you want as balance from a team?
Just putting players in a position where they could thrive, where they could play to their strengths. And I'm just seeing Amarin come in and he just looks disjointed. It doesn't. I just think it will take a lot of time. But even if he does eventually get the players he wants and all that, it's not the type of football that I like to see.
Yeah.
So it's just.
No, I get that. I'm with it. Yeah. Right, we got Jeff here. Jeff, are you here?
Yeah, I'm going to try just voice this time and no video and see if we can keep it going.
All right. We're going to ask you about your opinions, what we've spoken about. But, Jeff, what the fuck are you doing blocking me on Twitter and then coming on my channel, innit?
I didn't think I blocked you. I'll get it. I'll get that fixed. I apologize.
It's all right. We're always happy to have your contribution.
So what I was saying is I agree with you. Someone who's played and has that experience has a level that someone who has not. Like Brailsford is great at sports science, but he doesn't understand football as fully as Wilcox does, right? And again, we know Dan Ashworth didn't know anything because, of course, he cut you. So, of course, he was ignorant.
Right. So, epistemology aside,
I see this referee on the side, on the sides of this. When I've worked with referees who have no playing experience versus referees who have played at a decent level, they understand the flow of the game so much better.
All right, Kehinde.
Yeah.
Jeff is like, Jeff's played football, etc., but we kind of know him as a ref. In terms of Amrin's system, not just because of who he is and so on, what would you ask him? Like, what are the things that confuses you?
That's That's an easy question. Why do you continue to play people in positions that you know they cannot handle more than 45 minutes?
Because he's got no choice at the moment because he hasn't got the personnel. So he's just
I hear that, but you know what? He's not moved one of our really strong U21s or even one of our academy players up to at least play a 45 minutes to see if they can handle it. We know what we have at the senior level. He's not working with young guys like he did in. Now I don't know if he's being told he cannot, but I don't understand it.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him because he had his philosophy before he came to Man United, but he's been put in a position where it's like he has to, enforce his philosophy on a group of players who are not used to playing a certain formation. So it's like, I've got to write this season off.
Do you think that's a big issue? Like the change in system?
Of course.
Like practically?
Yes, because the players are not going to thrive in these positions. That's practically what it is.
Give me the negatives and give me the positives about his appointment and his system.
Well, I've already said the negatives about his appointment.
Do them again then. Easy.
I can't be able to go into it because it's like the history of our.
You're on a fucking fan channel. You can go into it.
I've heard me already. I don't have to repeat myself.
Yes, you do, because there are people here who haven't heard what you're saying, like Simpson.
Man United traditionally, especially since we've had success with Ferguson, we've played attacking football, and we've always played with wingers, and we played exciting attacking football. And now we've changed to a formation of like a 3-5-2, where the players that we've got at the moment, players like Rashford, Ahmad, Garnacho, who are traditionally wingers, they're supposed to be our most exciting attacking players. They can't really adapt to the formation that we're playing because we're not playing wingers. So it's hurting our club and our philosophy, and it's what United fans are used to. It's not what we're used to. It's not entertaining football. Yeah. In a couple of years, when he gets the players that he wants, if he's still around, we might get some success. But will the fans be entertained? I doubt it. I think Leverkusen and Inter, they're really good sides with their 3-5-2. Do I like watching them? No. Leverkusen, are they successful? Yes. Leverkusen went unbeaten last year. They've had a lot of success, but as a United fan, I know what I like to see in our football.
Kanchelskis, direct winners.
Yeah, Kanchelskis, Giggs, Cristiano Ronaldo when he was there, things like that. So it's just that's why I think it's the wrong appointment to get him in. And I don't have any, as part of his man management, what he's doing with Rashford and all that, I do think personally it's time for Rashford to go. And I do, but I because I feel that he's just, it's time he needs a new challenge, I feel. And he hasn't progressed enough as a player.
You think it's good for the club?
Yeah, definitely. He just needs a new challenge. It's like when we sold Welbeck, it's just...
Oh, don't.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to say that sometimes you have to move players on. And he hasn't really progressed as well as I thought he should have with his potential since that he came onto the scene.
What were you expecting?
Just a bit more consistency as a player, just to be more consistent. You can't have one really good season and just fall off and just only score like 4 goals the next season from 30 goals. You know what I mean? He's not consistent.
He's had 5 different managers, so that's kind of hard.
Yeah, it is. I'm not saying that, but Cristiano Ronaldo had about 4 different managers at Real Madrid.
That's an unfair comparison.
No, but I'm just saying, to be a good player, you're just a consistent player, regardless of what manager.
Brian Buena.
But I get,
and I do agree. There are players in the squad that need to move on to new challenges, and Rashford's one of them. Sancho's gone. He needed to go to a new environment. Lindelof needs to go find Italian football, and he'll be great there, like Smalling was. I think Bruno should not have signed a new contract. I think he should have found Spanish or Italian football at the highest level, and I think it would have suited his game better as well. But they throw that money at these guys, and it's insane money because then you can't move the player if they don't perform.
Yeah, that's true. So this is what I'm saying, and I feel that he would be a good manager somewhere else where he's got the personnel and all the foundations, and they're a bit more open to playing that sort of football. Like Inter Milan, they're a more results-based football team. You know, they just want to get results, so they don't really care what formation they play or how they do it. You know, I've seen them where they had success under Mourinho. They weren't playing free at the back. That's but they don't care as long as they're winning. But with us, we've got a philosophy about how we play.
What's that philosophy?
I feel it's like free flowing attacking football. I feel we've always, that's how we play.
I'm just going to interrupt you a second. We got Tyrone Williams.
Tyrone.
Hi guys, how you doing?
Hi Tyrone. My deepest apologies for my little break from reality where I messaged you on YouTube. You can tell how he's laughing, but that is true. Your boy's schizophrenic. However, how are you? You're like the girl in your picture looks like she's doing well.
Yeah, she's not too bad. Her name's Annie. She's from Cambodia.
Nice.
Big up, Jeff.
Yeah.
No Bibles before 1985, isn't it?
That's right.
I know that's right. Tyrone, are you calling in? By the way, if anyone is alone over Christmas, please message me, blah, blah, blah. Like, but how are you this evening?
I'm not too bad. It's been a good show tonight, I think. I'm not too positive about the Wolves game, but it was just nice to come onto the show and just have a few laughs. I enjoyed it.
So what you got to say for it? What you got to say for yourself, innit? What you got to say, Tyrone?
I just wanted to say, I appreciate everything everyone does on the show. I really enjoy getting involved every now and again. And I just hope everyone has a nice Christmas, to be honest.
Well, I
That's all I wanted to say.
a bit guilty about being that aggressive, asking what you got to say when you say these nice things. What I would like to say to you is that we are delighted that you're a commentator and that you chat and that you come on. You've always got good things to say. We're really big fans of you at the agenda here.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Hope you do more.
Oh, I'd love to, Jeff. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
And for anyone that's watching, I have tried to convince Tyrone to let me write a horror film based on the Man United agenda, like a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel that gets haunted. And I think it would be amazing.
It would be good.
It would be. Do you know what, Turner? Have you read that stuff I sent you about Joseph Campbell and the monomyth?
I've read a bit of it. I'm just going through Save the Cat at the moment. So
have you got it?
Yeah. I went. I didn't listen to your advice. I went and got it from Waterstones. So
just libraries, mate. Just get books. You can learn anything you want from a book.
I know.
Hey, I've got to go, but thank you so much. I'm happy to be back this year. I'm going to be doing more in the new year, and I really, really, really enjoy being a part of this channel.
Thank you very much, Jeff. You're very welcome here. Unblock me, and maybe I'll let your face cam on.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you.
Do you know he blocked me, Kahinde, because I told him he wasn't allowed to pretend to be Bruno?
It was accidental, I promise. I was going through a rough spot there. Through my injury, I was going through a rough spot. Bye.
Yeah, that 1985 injury with the Bible. It was awful. It was like Harry Potter. Books were flying around. Right. Tyrone,
Yeah.
have you heard what Kehinde has said about how he likes Amarin, but he thinks it's bad recruitment?
I don't think it's bad because I think Amarim's a good manager, but I do understand his concerns because it's like, why would you? Because I've said it a few times before. Why would Man United hire someone who doesn't fit into the club's ethos? But I think it's one of them things where we've been bad for so long. We're just looking for someone to come in and save us. You know what I mean? We've been so bad for so long.
But that's the whole point. If you want someone to save us, we've got to kind of stick to our philosophies as well. Like,
I like that.
I felt that what we should have done, I know it would have been harsh, but we did it with Van Gaal after he won the FA Cup. We sacked him. We should have sacked him and then brought in Poch before he took the America job.
Yes.
That's when we should have, because he would have.
I agree.
And I think he plays the formation that we should be playing.
Yes.
And he's good with young players. That's what we should have done.
He's good, but he wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have gone down well with the fan base because he's not a winner, is he? He's known as.
Well, he's got more points than any manager. Fergie, 85 versus 81.
Yeah.
I agree with Kehinde. Continue your argument.
I don't know. I would have been upset with Poch, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to you guys.
How do you know Poch wouldn't have been right for us though? Why would you say he's got all the foundations and he's good with young players. He plays the right sort of formation. He plays good football. His team's press. Like, why?
And he gets the results. He got 85 points for Tottenham Hotspur.
And he did well.
Like, United haven't got over 81 points. That's our highest since Fergie came in with Jose Mourinho. Poch got 85 with Tottenham Hotspur. Tyrone, you've rung in. Tell us.
No, I thought when he was at PSG, I wasn't really impressed with him.
Who gives a fuck? Like, tell us about Spurs.
Come on, like that's like Planet Hollywood, man. Like,
yeah, man, give me a burger.
What I'm saying, PSG is like what the only success any manager has had there is winning the league.
Yeah,
Tuchel, even he got them to a final, didn't he? Tuchel.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I was actually before Tuchel got the England job. He was my choice actually.
I take him to be.
I like Tuchel. I do like Tuchel, but I'm gonna back Amarim anyway. As long as he gets his players in, he's got no excuses. So as long as he gets backed, I think he'll do well.
And the thing is, what I like about Tuchel is that at Chelsea he played a 3-5-2 because he knew, all right, these are the players I got that strengths. Reece James, he was fit that season when they won the Champions League. He knew it's like the players that I've got. Yeah, and then when he goes to Bayern, he goes back to playing 4-2-3-1. That's being adaptable.
Yeah, you've got to be adaptable. I agree.
It's like Amarin. He's like, this is the formation that I play. Like, you can't be like that.
Okay. So, Kehinde, you missed, like, this isn't the long and the short of it. You missed our show on Victor Ferrante. Yeah?
Yeah, I did. I don't know who that guy is. Yeah.
Tyrone, were you there for that show?
No, I don't think I was there.
Okay, so we did this whole thing on Portuguese training methods. Essentially, these training methods have influenced, they've been the number one influencer of football since, in my experience, again, they're my pragmatic experience, when I was in Chile, I was doing this in 2005. I don't know why I'm asking that like a question. I should have done it. It's my memories.
Yeah.
But so like when I went to Chile, right? I was Actually, this is the right place to tell it. All right. Please, no one look for this. There was a club in Poland that was called Bydgoszcz, and I know none of you can spell that. I got offered a contract to play for Bydgoszcz. I turned up, right? Suit on, Tyrone, sunglasses. When I get there, I'm 19 years old. No, sorry, I'm not. I'm 18 years old, and I'm at Manchester University. studying Latin.
Oh, okay.
Leave it, right? I'll leave it. I get this contract. Go to Poland. Film camera out, like film crew outside. And I'm like, yeah, I've made it. They asked me some questions in Polish. I don't know what they're saying. Speak English. They do speak English, and they say, do you know the club is bust? I'm like, this is a great football club. They say to me, do you know that the first team is a tax dodge and the second team are the real players?
Oh, no.
Yeah. On TV, on bloody TV, I find out that I'm not actually a professional footballer. I'm an accountancy trick.
Oh, no.
I have to leave. Like, I went in the door and I was like, are they saying the truth? And they're saying something to me in bloody Polish. I'm like, tell them. And then they're nodding. I'm like, thanks very much. And then I leave.
Mm.
But when I went to Chile, I went to Mexico and then I won a football tournament. I went, and off the back of that, I went to Chile. I got trained in the same style that like Almiron uses. It's of a guy from Porto called Victor Frade. And it's essentially like really complicated sports science stuff. And I love it. It's amazing. It's the same thing that Jose Mourinho did. But we don't have the money to play 3-5-2 after recruiting for a 4-3-3 for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I know where Kahinde stands, Tyrone.
Yeah, I do as well. I get where he's coming from.
Where are you coming from?
They've got to make it work. They've got to try and get some of the big earners out the club and then try and get the money in that way. That's the only way it's going to happen. And like lower the wage bill. But it's going to take
wages
a
are
lot
an
longer.
expense.
It's going to take a lot
part
longer.
of FFP calculation. Why should Rashford go? Tell me.
Why should he go?
Yeah. Should he go?
Because I only remember him one season scoring over 30 goals and having a really good season. The rest of the seasons have been quite average. So that's probably my reason for him to go.
Who's the best goal scorer at Manchester United? Now McTominay is gone.
Not many. We're so bad. It's hard to. We haven't really got a stand-up player.
Do you think Rashford is the best goal scorer?
When he's on it, but he's hardly ever on it.
That's not an answer, Tyrone. Is Rashford the best goal scorer?
No, he's not, because he's not consistent enough to be.
Hoyland is
Probably
Hoyland?
It's probably Hoyland, yeah. And that's really bad because he doesn't score that much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not trying to press you on it. What I'm trying to say is that, like, let's look at it statistically. Since Ferguson left, only once have we got over 70 goals. And that was during COVID, which I personally consider to be like an outlier because the players, they weren't able to go to nightclubs or mess about. All they did was football and training. Yeah. And to me, that sounds amazing. I'd love the world to be like that.
And that was the season we had Greenwood, Marshall, and Rashford.
Yeah, 20 goals each.
Yeah.
That was a good team.
All of them chipped in. That was really good, exciting football,
But Kehinde, do you agree that the numbers might have been boosted on the basis that they were like legally obligated to live like footballers? They weren't allowed to do extra stuff.
Yeah.
They just had training and so on.
I think so. I think that might have played a factor as well. Yeah.
But
because
what is the kind of like the power of that factor?
Discipline. Yeah, probably.
Discipline.
Yeah, I think so.
So
it was strange because I remember that season well. We didn't start the season well. And then when Greenwood's position changed to the right, he tried to just incorporate the three of them. And we brought Bruno in the January. And that's when it started to turn around. We finished third.
It was brilliant season.
We
I remember that.
were outside the top 4, but when Bruno came in, and then we had Greenwood on the right, Rashford left, and Martial up top, we just had a balance where it was like it worked for us, and they just started.
McTominay, I agree.
Yeah, but we started clicking, and you know it worked with McTominay and Fred, who were just doing the running, dogged work.
Yeah, meat and potatoes footballers.
Yeah, and Bruno was.
But what I'm asking, right?
Yeah,
is that in football, you're a defender, I'm a midfielder.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about you. Like, your brother apparently started out as a striker, but ended up in centre defence.
Right.
Scoring goals is the real thing in football. Like, that is, don't worry about XG. Scoring goals is what matters.
100%.
And when I look at that team, my big concern is they lived kind of like monks. Like when I was in Chile, I played in a youth development league. So no one could be over 24 in that league. And we would play, to be honest, against 17, 18-year-olds. You know, could bully them and stuff like that. But what it really came down to was who could score goals.
Yeah.
Because that's what separates you in football. And when I look at that team, and I love that team, you know, like I think we can all agree that during COVID, that team was like a lifesaver. Do you know what I mean?
But do you think it was the fact that there was no crowd? Do you think that made it less pressure?
No. Not that there was no crowd. For me, I think we saw the best of Rashford, etc., because there was no off-field distractions. All they could do was train and then play. Do you remember all that stuff about football isn't football without crowds?
Yeah.
Do you think that changed? You look at what's going on in our government. Do you think that changed?
It was. To be honest, I remember 2020. It was a really weird year. It was so strange. So when football came on, it was a bit of escapism. I really enjoyed it. But it was weird watching the games without the crowd. It didn't feel the same.
Well,
I remember that literally the season after, we kicked on from that. We finished second and got to the Europa League final.
Yeah.
With that as well.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did, yeah.
So we went from third to second.
Yes, you're right. Villarreal, yeah. So
and then
it's such an odd time. Yeah.
Season, they've just about got fourth. But we finished second. So
yes, you're right. Cavani scored his chip.
Yeah.
Against Southampton.
Yeah. And we should have won the Europa League, that final.
Yeah, we started well as well. It was so annoying.
Yeah, and then just after that, it just got worse for Oli. But, you know, we played some...
Well, it's Ronaldo, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think Ronaldo coming in was bad for us. But at the same time, if he'd gone to Manchester City, that would have been a nightmare. So you can't have it both ways.
I agree.
But I don't think he would have gone City. I think that was just a bluff.
No. I disagree. I think he would have. I think, like, to paraphrase Tyrone's point, like, Ronaldo is like Muhammad Ali in some ways. Like, he will transcend generations. Like, in 100 years, you might not know what Peep Show is, but you'll know who Ronaldo is. You get me? To stop him going to City is worth everything.
Yeah, because he would have made them more relevant around the world. He would have made them a bigger club.
Yeah, but forever. So I agree with that signing.
And he would have scored so many goals. He would have just had tap-ins. His movement.
Oh, Jesus. I mean, he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. Undoubtedly, like statistically, undoubtedly, you can say Messi, Maradona are better players, but he's the greatest goal scorer of all time. And to see him go to City would have cost us billions over, 100 years.
But I think that season, we were about to make a bid for Ruben Neves. Yeah. And then when we heard about the Ronaldo situation going to City, we got Ronaldo instead.
And I thought that was a bad move because for the balance of our team that year, we needed Ruben Neves, definitely.
Well, a CDM, yeah.
Yeah, all we had was McTominay and Fred, and they were not good enough. Like, it was like, for me, McTominay and Fred was like what you wanted, the attributes you wanted in one player. And that's what I'm saying. They weren't
I
good
like
enough.
Fred. He was too weak for me. He was too.
He was too weak.
Fast
But
off the ball.
if McTominay had Fred's like agility and his, you know, that's what I'm saying. If you could merge them into one player, it would have been a good player.
Yeah.
But yeah, they weren't good enough as individuals. But it was just a wrong time. But, you know. But
we played some good stuff under Ollie. To be fair, when I look back now,
it was just counter-attacking football. But I'm okay with that because we had exciting players up top.
Yeah.
That front three of Greenwood, Rashford, and Martial was great. It's really good to watch.
It was good.
You know, and you didn't have to be a best manager tactically. If you got good players like that, attacking players, that's all United fans want to see. But with this Amorim guy, I can't. It's really hard for me to like look at the lineup an hour before kickoff and get excited about watching the match. It's difficult.
I think until he gets his players in, though, we're not going to see the best of that system. That's the problem.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Even when he does get it right, it's not going to be entertaining.
Are you worried, Kende, that like after Amorim, we go back to, you know, of let's say nominal 4 at the back system, and we get stuck with let's say Frimpong.
I feel that, look, you know, I feel that Poch will one day manage Man United. It's always, we've all keep missing him. We've had 2 opportunities to do that, and we had a choice to get Ten Hag or Poch at the time, and we chose Ten Hag. And then when we should have sat Ten Hag, that's when we should have got Poch. But I feel that Poch is the right guy for Man United. I feel that he's young enough and he's got the philosophy. He's good with young players. He's got all the attributes you would want as a Man United manager. Mm-hmm. And I feel that we will get him at some point, you know, because he's only at the USA national team. He's probably going to take him to one tournament. And then I think he'll be available. But we're trying Amorim, and this experiment, it is an experiment. But
he's not in demand. How come he wasn't in? If he's such a good manager, Pochettino, fair enough.
Yeah.
How come he's not in demand then? He's gone to the US.
Well, he was at Chelsea, wasn't he? He was at Chelsea, and just like with Tuchel, they've had disagreements about the board. I think sporting directors or whatever it was, it's disagreements from up above. And Chelsea's a huge club, and he was doing well at Chelsea. Towards the end, he's turning it around because
I agree with that. Yeah.
They were shambles, and he came in, and I was thinking, hold on, if he stays here next season, he'll get them in the top 4 and might do something really good. But then he's had a disagreement with the directors, and he's taken the USA job. Maybe he just kind of wants that break again because he's gone from PSG to Chelsea. I feel that he will be at United at some point. He's definitely the next guy that we need to get in.
So you don't think it will work with Amorim? Do you think it'll fail?
It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I just feel that even, like I said, even if he does eventually start to be successful, the football is going to be too boring. We're United fans want to see entertaining football, and I just don't think he's the guy to do that. Because it's like when we got Mourinho, we got him on a results-based level. Yeah, we won those 2 trophies the first season, but just as a manager, it was just boring to watch. It was really
Man United fans want wings.
Like Capello at Real Madrid, he won the league and he got afterwards because he's boring. So we're not a results-based. We want to build on a philosophy. We want to build on something, and you know, it's not just. I don't think it should just be about results at the moment. I think we need to just get the right recruitment in. It's about getting the right recruitment.
Well, I just hope Amorim exceeds our expectations. To be honest, that's all I can hope for. And just take it from there.
Yeah, it seems like he's got. I mean, he's not taking those shit from all these players and all that, but it's just he's got to be adaptable. I feel like I made that example, like Tuchel playing 2 different formations. Yeah.
Dortmund. At Dortmund, he didn't play 3-5-2, but at Chelsea he did, and he was successful with it because he knew he had the players to do it. But you know, he doesn't just stick to one formation. You might see it with England. He might play 3-5-2 sometimes, might not.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't just stick. You have to be adaptable. You can't just say, "This is what I'm playing." It's not football's not about that, and it goes in cycles as well. Football goes in cycles. It's just, yeah.
But I think my issue with Pochettino is I was always worried whether he was ruthless enough, because I remember when Spurs got into the Champions League final with Liverpool, and it was Lucas Moura who got them into the final. He was the key player in that semi-final.
Yeah, City.
Yeah, but then instead of dropping Kane and doing the right thing, he bowed to pressure and brought him back in. And then I thought, wow, he's a good manager, but he doesn't make the right decision.
But then Kane, who was another choice? It's like there was no one else at that time.
No, but what I'm saying is Kane should have been on the bench.
No, I don't agree with that. Because
but he was injured though. He'd come back.
He was injured for the semi.
He wasn't playing in the semi. He was injured, and they got to the semi-final
Yeah,
without.
They beat Ajax, but
yeah,
you can't. You have to chance it. You have to.
I
Especially
don't know.
a team like Spurs. Like if it was a team like City where they've got a good squad or they had two good strikers, but at the time Spurs didn't. You had to take
right, Kehinde.
Yeah.
We've been here 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we just been.
No, you stay, Tyrone, and speak to you. First things first. If you are like alone over Christmas and depressed and all that kind of stuff, I'm available to talk to. I don't know how that's going to help you, but you know, big yourselves up. Secondly, I'd like to thank everyone that's been on tonight: Jeff, Kehinde, Tyrone, everyone like that. You are our kind of family. We appreciate all of you. Wow. But I would like to give a big shout out, a big thank you to my main man, the best brother, the Godzilla to our King Kong. It's Kehinde.
Yeah.
Now you say something.
It was nice speaking to you, Kehinde.
No, not you, him.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure being on the show. I know I'm not on often, but my brother he doesn't holler at me about the show. No, he doesn't, and I get why, because there's always about 3 or 4 on, so there's no room for me in my mouth. So yeah, but it's nice. It's nice to.
You feel better for getting that out publicly?
Listen, if you wanted me on the show more often, you got to tell Zach.
I want you on the show more often. I don't need to tell like Zach anything. If I want you on, you come on. Like
yeah,
put it in your dream diary. My brother's been mad to me today.
I feel that Max, it's always you, my brother.
Did you call me Max?
No, I say maximum. When I said Max, it should be 3 or 4 on the show. Three's the crowds. I feel it should be no more than 3. So you've got yourself, Bath Time. You've got my brother, and you've got Dora that's always on, and then Mr. B, you know, in and out as well. So
Dora's brilliant, I have to say,
and she is brilliant. Yeah. So
no, shut up. Like, no, she's not. Let's be honest.
And she's consistent as well. So yeah, I understand why. I understand why I'm not always on it. So
listen to me.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You're welcome whenever you want to come on.
Yeah.
But I like people that challenge me. You played football. Like your big brother isn't Kaiser Soze. I am. So if you want to come on, you come on.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, man.
Tyrone.
Hello,
friend. You're a very handsome actor. Where can we see some of your amazing stuff?
I'm gonna start posting stuff on my Twitter, which is Tside 2018. I'll post some more stuff on there. I've got like a few films coming out this year anyway, so next year, should I say?
Well, I don't know. I don't have direct access to your own memories. However, from everyone, and stay Talon, I want to speak to you after this.
Okay.
From everyone at the Manchester United agenda, from myself, from Kahinde, from I don't know what he's called. He's a Monday to me. He could be Yabba, the dragon lover. From Solo, we're so happy that you're here. Like, I feel a genuine obligation to come on all the time, and I hope you have a lovely Christmas. I hope it's the best ever. But we're off. I don't know when we're back. I don't even know how to end this show, so I'm just going to press end stream. Merry Christmas. Shout out to Santa. Let's go.